Hey guys, Adam here from Wicked Studios LLC. And we got a lot of stuff going on here, dudes. We got Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing in the world of Greyhawk with Greyhawk Adventures. We're playing in the world of Kryn with our DragonLance Chronicles series. We've got Sector 1, which is a system that Will made up because he's got way too much time on his hands. We also, coming soon, will have Season 2 of Marvel Superheroes, where we play the classic 1985 Advanced set, because we ain't no beginners. Follow and subscribe right here on twitch.tv/Wicked Studios LLC, because we really just need the validation. That's what it comes down to. We put on a good face, but our self-esteem is very low. So just watch our stuff. It'll help us out. Because we can't go to therapy because we're locked in isolation.
You stand on the road east of Solace, tired from 5 years of adventuring, from a fruitless search for lost clerical magic. You know the old proverb that claims you must return to find what you left to seek, but that saying never really made any sense. Soon, however, it will. For the world of Kryn is not the same. Refugees stream out of the northernmost human lands, telling horrible tales. An invading army has burned their villages and put their families and friends to the sword. Among these stories, you hear of even darker rumors that older evils, the dragons themselves, have returned to the world. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
Oh, that's a gift.
Yeah.
I love that.
And we're live! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Despair, Part 4. That's right, we've done 4 of the... Well, we've done 3 of them. Now we're going to do 4. It's crazy.
Why does your voice go up when you say comma and colon?
Because I'm excited. I'm so excited to say colon.
He's excited
and to think
about
colons.
He loves punctuation.
I love punctuation. I love it. Wait until I get
colons anymor.
Wait until I get an opportunity.
Come on, this is Adam. He's going to talk about it here.
I'm going to talk about colons all day and night. This is the colon channel tonight. Colon Fridays.
Oh boy.
Wait until I get an opportunity to use a semicolon.
Yeah,
then
right?
you guys will see what all this is all about. Anyway, hey guys and gals and others. We're hanging out here playing some D&D Dragonlance 5e, and we're using the original modules. What's up, Queen T Matt? We've got the original modules, but with all new characters. Although some of your favorites from the books have already popped up. We got Flint, we got Goldmoon, we saw Theros Ironfeld, we saw Riverwind, and there's more to come.
My rival.
Yeah, his rival. We turned Riverwind on his ear. So anyway, we're going to start off with the cast. Now, as you can see, we only have a cartoon picture of KD. They're not feeling well today. Well, Malenre, what's up? Long time no see. So anyway, KD not feeling well. They're not going to be here tonight, but hopefully be back on Tuesday and Friday for Greyhawk Adventures, and then again here on Dragonlance. So we'll see. So Jason is going to run Zarek tonight, and we'll start with Jason. Why don't you introduce yourself to the good folks out there in Internet land?
What's up, everybody? I'm Jason. I'm playing Zane and Zarek tonight. But Zane is elf wizard, and Zarek is Zane's twin brother, and they will be going forth on this adventure together.
All right. How about Kem-chan? We'll go with you.
Hey, I'm Kem-chan. I'm playing Gorel Nightfoot and Flint Fireforge. Gorel's a human fighter, 6'5", 255, 60.
I feel like he gets heavier like he's bulking up. Like he's been
Oh yeah.
He's been cultivating mass every session here.
Like me, we just eat. Lately, yes. And Flint's his adoptive father, a hill dwarf.
Yeah.
There is a complaint, Mr. Dungeon Master.
What's the complaint?
That you cropped Raceland out of my background, and the Queen.
You know what? I got a fucking square to work with, folks. What do you want? I can either put Raceland in there or I can put Will in there. I'm fine with Raceland. I'm just going to throw that out there because I enjoy the character too. Awesome character. But yeah, so now we just got Caraman standing heroically over your shoulder, much like he would. So let's just pretend Will is Raceland and Caraman is supporting him.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So that's the best we're gonna do. Anyway, Gaz, give the people what for.
Yeah, I'm Gaz. I'll be playing Kurlathlon, the half-elf scout rogue.
He's very, very sneaky, guys. Be careful.
He's so sneaky. He didn't even show up last week.
Likes to hide.
And we didn't even notice. And then finally, last and least, no, I'm just joking with you. You know I love you, buddy. The next up, Will.Player.
Player! I don't know what to do every time you say
that. You always make me look like I don't know what a player is every time you do that because it's painfully.
I'm not a player, obviously.
You're obviously not. We're going to have to change this up. Kem-chan.player.
Good evening. There you go. Hi, everybody. I'm Will.Player.
Just a sec. Come, act cool, dude. Act cool. That ain't cool.
I'm the best wingman. I'm the best wingman because I make all my buddies look normal.
Fair enough.
Oh, but anyway, I'm playing Swift Fox, a Plains tribesman, and the fiancé of Gold Moon in this version of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
take
he
that,
is
Riverwind.
He's a Plainsman scout warrior.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. I'm done.
Yeah, we got rival scouts. We got giant dwarves. We got the King's Ransom of Elves.
That's right.
And now, let's get right into it, folks, because you're here to watch some D&D. You're not watch us monkey around, although it's kind of one and the same. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a little of both. Let's be honest.
Yeah, a little from column A, a little from column B. Anyway, last episode on Dragonlance : Dragons of Despair.
Told you.
I did that purposely for Gary. The Innfellows, they were flushed out of the caves they were hiding in by the Seeker Guards after the altercation with Hederic, the High Seeker of Solace, during their 5-year reunion. The rains came down and they made a decision to take the road north toward the city of Haven. North, it loops around and goes back down south. I didn't create the maps, guys. Where they then were attacked by a group of dragon men who the group coined Draconians, Conveniently enough, because that's actually their name. They were disguised, these dragon men, as monks who were looking for the blue crystal staff. So the group then defeated the Draconians. You guys did much better than I thought you would, actually. You guys really did well. I was hoping for a little more carnage.
You know what would have been even better?
What?
If that bow hadn't got dissolved on the back of that one Draconian. Up there.
You're just mad because I haven't given you any weapons or armor you can use yet. And we're now
use them, just not as well.
And we're a full 3 episodes in. This is what you get for killing all my characters.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's killed an inordinate amount. He killed. I'm not even going to get into it. Forget. We're just going to settle down. We're going to keep
Different game.
Yeah, different game. Different game. In one case, different
Eyes
channel
on the prize,
altogether.
buddy.
Yeah. So anyway,
not even the same reality.
Well, you're right.
I know, right?
It's a different world altogether. So anyway, the group defeated those Draconians and were trying to decide their next move when Zarek spotted what looked like a white stag dashing through the forest. Zane, because he's a learned guy, knew of the legend of Huma and the white stag and thought that this was a good sign. So the group followed this hidden path that it just so happened Gorel and Curlithlon had used in the past when they were younger. So they'd go out hiking and hunting, and they found this path through the mountains into this forest. So the group had some trouble finding their way at first. A little bit of an issue. But eventually, Gorel got his bearings, and they started to make their way south toward the town of Gateway, which they were going to use to then cut through the plains to go to Zaxaroth, where they're... Hey, there's Adam. Will, are you listening to this, or is it somebody else putting it on?
Not me.
Because I can hear myself, and as much as I love heering myself talk, I hate hearing it twice.
Maybe it is me. Hold on, let me check.
Now it's 3 times.
3 times.
Does anybody have? Did anybody open up Twitch?
Nope. I have Twitch open, but it's muted. I have.
Can you close out Twitch?
Open. It's muted.
Just close it out.
Close it. That was 3 times. It's closed. 3 times. Does anybody have?
Because we have a ridiculous amount of. It's like a round of.
I have Twitch open, but it's muted.
It's still going on.
No doubt. Let's start. Okay.
Can anybody else hear this on chat, or is it just me?
No, I can hear it.
Oh no, I hear it.
Yeah.
I definitely hear it.
Yeah, this is really annoying.
Nobody else has any others open?
Everybody double check.
Can anybody else hear this on chat, or is it just me?
Okay, because all my stuff's
Oh no,
closed
I
out.
hear it.
Yeah.
I definitely hear it.
Except for roll 20.
Yeah, this is really annoying.
Yeah, I don't get it. Technical
Okay,
difficulties.
everybody
Yeah.
mute themselves one by one, and we'll find out.
Yeah, there
which
you
one
go.
this is.
There you go. I'll mute first.
All right.
Okay, because all my stuff's
Oh no, I hear it.
Okay, I muted. It wasn't me.
All right, I'll mute.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Technical
Okay,
difficulties. Yeah.
everybody mute themselves Not you. one by one.
Yep. Nope. Not.
All right, I'll go.
I'll mute first.
All right.
Okay, because all my stuff's closed out.
Nope.
Okay, I muted. It wasn't me.
All right, I'll mute.
I doubt it's Jason because he has earphones on. So let's see.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Not you.
Yep. Nope. Not.
Okay, muting.
I'll mute first.
Yeah, it's weird.
I knew it. It's Adam.
There's nothing open.
Adam.
You.
Adam. It's Adam.
Yo, Captain Mike.
It's gotta be Adam.
It must be, but I don't know
Adam,
what it could possibly
It's got to be you, man.
Okay.
Ha! It was my phone.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Now, if
Oh,
you
boy.
too have a Twitch channel
The
and you
weirdest
give
thi-
feedback,
the weird thing is that if the sound was turned down and somehow made its way back up because we didn't hear it in the beginning. Anyway,
Nope.
it's gone, so that's the good news. It was me. I apologize, lady. Yeah, Queen Tiamat. All right, I feel bad enough.
get him,
No
Queen,
point
get 'em.
rubbing in. All right. So anyway, they went through this this path. They were like, they were going. This is the worst of our problems. We're doing out pretty well tonight, actually. They went south toward Gateway, which they were going to go and cut through the plains and go to Zaxaroth, where they're supposed to bring this blue crystal staff. And for those of you who remember, Zane, although everybody here playing the game, earphones, earmuffs, whatever it's called, earphones would only make it easier to hear. Zane had a dream where a voice that was his but not his told him to go to Zaxaroth and find a spell book from the mage Fistantantalus. What does that
What's that name
mean?
again?
Well,
Try that again.
Fistantantalus.
Yeah, because I can't say that name.
Fistantantalus.
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 There's
There
a D
you
in
go.
there.
Anyway, you don't know what this anyway.
The
one
D
needs
is
to know-
silent.
Literally, the
In
only
this
person
universe.
here that needs to know how to pronounce this at some
Fistantantalus?
point. Close enough. The only one who needs to know this is Jason. So, and now during the evening, once it got a little dark, they decided to make camp. Still, by the way, guys, a rainy night there, but because you're in the cover of the forest, it's Queen Tiamat says it's always a good sign when the wizard starts hearing voices.
Hey, you're not supposed to be looking at chat, mister.
I can't help it. Now I see it right in front of me now. So anyway, you guys make camp. It is still raining, not as hard as it was, and the cover of the forest is definitely stopping a lot of the heavy rains. But it's wet. It's cold. You're making camp. Who is on watch, and what is the watch order?
I feel like Zarek might have taken a first watch.
Okay.
Um,
Who's
I'll take
second?
last.
and Zarek and Zane will go. They'll be on first watch together.
Okay.
Curlithlon would volunteer for like the middle of the night shift.
Sure. And you probably just need the 3, really, because Zane and Zarek can go a good 4 hours before they have to rest, because they're elves.
Right.
And then Curlithlon will take up the end. Anybody else going to watch with Curlithlon, or everyone else going to get their beauty sleep? Gorell, I'm looking at you.
I'm fully healed now, so I'll stay up with Curly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
looking to
really
get some
close
hit
enough to
points
call him
back,
Curry
So
yet?
I'm gonna rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. He's my number one competition.
Yeah.
That's not the closeness we're talking about.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so Zarek and Zane. It's a cold, miserable night, and even the guys are trying to sleep, and the gals, for Gold Moon's sake. It's really hard to get like a good, comfortable rest here. Now, I would say that Zarek, Flint, Gorell, and Curlithlon, and probably Swift Fox, because you guys are more used to being out and exploring and living out on the land, having an easier time. Zane, this is particularly tough for you because you're not good in this kind of weather, and you did get the herbs to settle your cough, but you're still not feeling super great. Although the herb mixture and the hot water that you made, definitely feeling better than you were before.
Cool.
So you could do, you don't have any penalties on anything or anything like that. You're just feeling
Great.
a little under the weather.
Just a little under the weather.
Yeah.
This is terrible, miserable.
Yeah, but otherwise, so you and Zarek are each on the edge of the camp. I'm assuming near each other because you're twins,
Yep.
and that's what you guys do. Although I have a twin brother. We were never that close.
This isn't counseling.
What? What the fuck are we doing here?
It could be.
Yeah, thank you, Gary.
Yeah, could be.
that's the attitude I'm looking for. So
Tell me about your brother.
yeah, I would never have a German therapist.
Why not?
Because
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're
Go
now
ahead.
we're really getting
Never
into
mind.
therapy territory. So anyway, hey, arcade token female, Lord Fourth, hey. So anyway,
Hey, Arcade, what's happening?
after about 2 hours, that so halfway through your shift, Zarek notices something and sort of sits up straight and is staring off, because I assume you guys are sort of looking in different directions, keeping your eye out on the whole camp, and says, I see it.
What do you see?
The stag. I see it. And he's pointing, directly in front of him through the forest. So Zane, make a perception check.
For Zarek or for Zane?
For Zane, sorry. I forgot you
No
do
problem.
every character here this one.
It's all good. I don't have Curliflon this time, so.
You know what? If Gaz drops out or Kemchan falls asleep.
Which is a definite possibility.
Perception coming up.
16. Yeah, you don't see it.
No, I don't see what you're talking about.
It's right there. It's right there. It's looking right at us. It's right there. It's about 6-7 feet away.
Zane, Zarek, I don't see it.
It's there. It's there. All right, it's leaving.
All right.
Wait, it's back. It's back.
I'll cast light over where he says it's supposed to be.
How do you cast light? You got to say the magic word.
Oh, sorry.
That's the best part of the staff.
Sorry, hang on. Let me get. Oh, where are you, staff?
You mean there's actual words he's got to say?
There are.
Awesome.
Nice. Yes. Do it.
You think you had it bad by not having any weapons or armor and starting off at 7 hit points at 4th level.
Where are you?
Join us Tuesday nights for Greyhawk Adventures. Wednesday nights, and we're sorry about Wednesday. Well, I'm not, because I had nothing to do with it. Will is sorry about Wednesday with Sector 1. More internet problems. It's a really big, it's been a big issue.
We recorded it.
So it will be up.
It will be up.
Where's the word? Oh, I can't find it.
It's on. You want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Shirak.
Oh, right. Shirak. Okay.
And the light.
Shirak!
And the light. He does all that, and just a light pops up on the top of his. And it's not a natural looking light. Like it's like a bone white light from his staff. And it really, I mean, you can see a good 60 feet now. Obviously, 30 feet or closer than, you can see brighter, and another 60 feet in darkness.
Well, we have the dark vision too. So
And you also have dark vision, yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot see this stag. Zarek now stands up and says it's beckoning us to follow.
we can't leave camp, but
No, we have to get the others. We have to follow this.
all right, let's wake them up.
Okay.
Which direction is it going?
And he points. It's sort of like a southwesternly direction.
So not completely out of the way, but
No,
the
not
way we wanna
completely
go.
out of the way, but not. You still want to go more southeast though.
Right.
But you're
Okay.
still. It's not super out of the way.
All right. Yeah. I guess let's wake up. Let's wake up at least some of them.
All right. Go ahead.
We can't leave. We can't leave the camp unguarded. So.
Yeah. So you and Zarek go to Curly and Gorell and all the others, Swift Fox and the NPCs
What?
who shall we remain nameless.
What's going on?
Guys, we saw the white stag again. It's beckoning for us to follow it.
Oh, this
I
stag-
think we have to
maybe,
go
and
now.
Girl's like, maybe you're just tired. He doesn't,
No, we
Girl
have
doesn't
to-
even open his eyes. He's like, maybe you're just sleeping.
Zarek says, "No, we have to hurry. We need to
Yeah.
follow it now. I don't know how, but I know that we need to follow it now."
Zarek,
Look, I'm hungry too,
Zane-
but I don't think it's time to go hunting.
Zane's
this
gonna
is magic.
mirror
We're supposed to
Zarek.
follow it.
Zane's gonna mirror Zarek's.
Yeah, Kurlapot
Expediency.
never heard this legend. I can tell you that much right now. This ain't his bag.
Swift Fox will get Gold Moon up. It's like, quick,
Okay.
it's a good thing we don't have much to grab. Come.
And Flint You want less? I'll give you less.
Oh,
with that
hey,
attitude, I'll give you less.
easy.
And Flint, mumbles and grumbles in Dwarven, and will get up as well. And then Zarek.
So wait, does that count as a short rest? Then.
I will give you guys the benefit of a short rest.
Okay.
So whatever so if you want to use any hit die or anything like that, you can, because you did have a good 2 hours, but you do not get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, I didn't take any damage that fight, obviously. So
you're fine.
All right, I will use a hit die.
And I don't know what Zarek, how he was.
I'll check in a second.
All right. So while you're doing this, and we can continue doing this while we're moving and talking here, because we'll just assume
as we're moving, I'm also gonna cast a false life as we're moving.
Okay, sure.
Swift Fox will go and get up right with Zarek and go, "Where's it at?"
It's right there. It's right there. It's about at this 12 feet, right in this direction. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
And you can see, he's looking directly at something. Like he's not like this. Like you could like.
Oh Jesus!
Like he's clearly following something.
Yes, he's been even when he's been waking people up, he's been, keeping his eyes, dead on this thing. But yeah, Swift Fox doesn't see jack shit.
No.
With a 9.
Well, I don't see anything, but
Zane
stranger things have happened.
Zane sees even less. Zane is now standing directly behind Zarek, so you just see the back of Zarek's head.
I didn't roll a perception check. I was.
Oh, that was your hit die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's just.
So that 3 isn't going to help that much either. There either.
Nope.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
That was.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Gary really is a scout. He just disappeared into the woods. And then came back.
Like that?
So then Zarek's like, okay, we gotta go. And he hurriedly follows, not quite at a run, but almost a trot. It's a fast walk. So
I'm gonna do my very best to keep up with him.
Yep.
The whole time, kind of telling him, slow down.
Yeah, you're losing ground.
Yep.
You're right now. We'll roll. No, you're fine right now. I'm not gonna make you roll a Constitution check yet. We'll see what happens later.
See if you can't help Zane. Oh, Gorel, yes. Make sure he doesn't fall too far behind.
All right. I got him.
Can pick you up and carry you like a baby.
Whoa!
Yeah. No.
I'm just grab him by the collar and just kind of pull.
Well, all right. I shouldn't be surprised by that. So you guys now, and you've grabbed your stuff. Anybody who took off their armor, which would be really anybody not wearing leather armor, is carrying it at this point because you don't really have time to put it on. You can maybe put part of it on, but it's not going to give you the effects of armor.
Well, my armor is just chainmail and leather, so I can do that.
You got the leather on. The chainmail takes 5 minutes.
Oh,
the chain shirt. But you got on your leather pants because you're a rock star, baby. So
leather pants and chainmail, baby.
Yeah.
Now that's a punk band name too.
Yeah.
Looking like Iron Maiden up there. All right.
So you guys are going through the woods. Now this is a place. Both Kurlathlon and Gorel roll survival checks to see if you can figure out where you're going.
I did so well at that last week. I really thought I knew where I was going.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't here.
Yeah, you did not do well.
Oh.
Today I really feel like I know where I'm going.
Now, yeah.
Now you're doing really well.
Yeah, so, and we don't have this up because there's nothing really to see for anybody else, so I'll just tell you the rolls or what they see. Gorel, you're just trying to keep Zane moving and not dragging.
As I'm carrying my chainmail.
Carrying everything and following along. You're also in the back, so it's a little bit more difficult to see because it is raining still. There's like a mist of rain at this point, and it's dark. You do not have dark vision. There is light from Zane's staff, but again, he's also in the back. Curlithlan, you're half-elf, so you can see in the dark. So even though there is light, you can see even further beyond that. So you can tell that you are moving toward Darkenwood, but you're also moving toward the mountain still, which separate this part of the woods here by Prayer's Eye Peak, which is another mountain on the northern side. These are the southern mountains. And you guys have spent a lot of time in this woods as kids. And you especially, I mean, you've really felt, except for it's been during those 5 years, you forgot a lot of shit apparently last time. But you're really comfortable in these woods, you know? And this whole area, this is an area where if you keep going in this direction, you're just going to hit a mountain. And it doesn't really make any sense why Zarek would want to go this way. Or it certainly wouldn't make any sense why a stag would come in this direction. Because there's not, like, if anything, the stag would go north or south. I'm sorry, northwest,
Okay.
or I'm sorry, northeast or southeast, not directly south like this.
Okay, well, that's confusing to me, but, you know, not really worth noting to everyone else.
Okay. Sure. So you guys continue moving on, and Zarek is, like, just beelining it through the woods.
Laser focus.
Yeah. And obviously Zarek has spent a lot of time in the woods as well. He's an elf. So very comfortable here. But even so, this isn't really an area where he spent a lot of time. Because you guys came to Solace when you were older. So, but he is moving without hesitation, straight ahead. He keeps mentioning, like you've got to keep up. The stag is moving faster. We have to move faster. We have to move faster. And it's very unlike Zarek. And Zane in particular can tell this. But even for you guys who haven't seen Zarek in 5 years, know that this is like Zarek is
He's
usually a lot more laid back. He's more like Gorell. Like Gorell and Zarek always got along because they were like the good time guys, right? Like they would they'd be pounding ale at the inn of the last home and fighting and carousing and now he's deadly serious, focused on this thing that everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
All right, that's a 7
man.
for Curlithlan. That's an 11 for Swift Fox. It's much easier when I can read your name on the screen, by the way.
I was going to say, let me change that.
Oh, should Flint do one too?
Oh, gee, you guys are great at this. Yeah, Flint too.
Oof.
Zane got a 5.
I'm on the shoulder. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're being dragged behind Gorell at this point. You can't see a lot. You can see everything behind you. You can see great.
Right.
But and if you want to have Gold Moon roll, you can. Swift Fox.
Sure. Can't hurt.
Can't hurt.
Can't do any worse than Zane did.
I mean, you could, but it's going to be really hard. Oh, Flint's got the exact same 5 that Zane did.
Nice.
And then Gold Moon Gold Moon did the best out of everybody with a 13. Nobody else can see this thing. It's pretty safe to say. And considering we have not one but 2 scouts in the group, it's kind of sad.
Shutting up, rabbit.
So,
Oh, I see it. Oh, I totally see it. Yeah. It's right there. It's right there.
Keep moving in that direction. We're going the right way.
Yeah.
It's like last week, guys. We're headed the right direction. I know it.
Exactly. Those things flew away. They have wings.
So you guys are traveling at this pace for about an hour. Now I would like Zane to roll a Constitution check.
Save or check?
Save.
Uh-oh.
This is a lot of work. It's cold. It's wet.
I don't know why I did twice.
You can keep rolling it all you want. It's still neither one of those are going to make it work. Yeah, so you start coughing pretty heavily.
Okay.
Very difficult. Gorell now, who was, is basically half carrying, half dragging you at this point. Almost every step you take, certainly every 10 or 15 feet you take, Gorell winds up almost carrying you more. So he's got you around one arm, and you're moving your feet,
right.
But he's mostly just carrying you, and like your feet are almost like dragging with the tips across the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he's a big, strong dude, and he doesn't notice you don't weigh nearly enough for him to worry about.
Nope.
So
thanks, buddy.
You don't slow anything down.
You're keeping up great.
In fact, Gorell has already passed. You and Gorell have already passed Flint, who's now bringing up the rear.
Old man.
Watch your mouth. And then you can see as you turn around and say that you can see he makes an effort to move faster. So he's at almost a jog at this point to keep up with you guys. You get to what looks like a mountain. The base of a mountain. Curlithlon, from your perception roll, or from your survival roll rather, earlier on, you don't know where are you going to go now? These mountains. This is just unless you're going to climb the mountain, which there's no stag that's going to climb a mountain, right? It doesn't happen. It's not a mountain.
Magic stag can.
There's no path anywhere near here to get into the mountain.
That you know of, no.
This is just not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know this area pretty well.
Yeah, you do. And Gorell does as well. But I mean, this is your bag, man. You know this place up and down. So Zarek
This doesn't make any sense.
Zarek says this way. Moves a little bit further south. You're walking another 10 minutes or so. And Curlithlon, because you're up in the front along with Zarek and Swift Fox, you are too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
You guys, because of your keen eyesight and your, proclivity for hanging out in the woods, although, Swift Fox not as much, but you've been a scout for a long time. You're a plainsman. I forgot about that for a moment.
That's right.
You notice that there's this. It looks like a crack as you're from the side that you're on in the mountain. And as you continue through, you can see that if you move this brush aside, you could actually fit through this. Now, some of you are going to have a harder time than others. I'm looking at you, Gorell. But it's possible to move through this, you're thinking to yourselves, just as Zarek moves through this, we'll call it path, but it's more of like a cave into the mountain. So he just pushes aside the bushes. Doesn't not even enough where it stays that way, but just enough to push through, and then they sort of close back. Obviously, part of the brush is broken as he goes through because he's a strong guy, but goes through without even looking behind you or behind him to see if you guys are following.
Well, I call ahead, and I go, your brother isn't doing too well over here. and I'm kind of like trying to hold him up to
Quick.
show.
We have to hurry. We have to hurry. Is all you hear from the from inside this, we'll call it cave.
And I mean, he's looking like you, like the last time we went out drinking. Yes, I'm holding him up, and I just answered. And
All right.
and then I look at Zane, like, how are you doing?
Let's go. We got to follow him. We can't leave him alone.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. And then, do we all just follow in? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord Forth,
I'm-
KD is doing okay. They're still not feeling great though, but hopefully next week they'll be back in action. But thank you for asking.
I will say Swift Fox is getting extremely skeptical, but he's seen enough signs from the gods that he's still going forward.
Yep.
So yeah.
So you guys go through again for the bigger of you, which really the only big one is Gorell. Everybody else is more svelte, and Gorell's been packing on muscle.
Packing on the weight.
You guys are all able to make it. I mean, there are points through this that you have to like sort of turn sideways to go through. Flint mumbling and grumbling the whole way. Gorell, there are points where you don't think that you're gonna fit through this because you've got this barrel chest, right? Like,
Right.
like this, even like turning.
And I'm carrying an elf.
Yeah, even turning the elf is no problem because you can grab onto the elf and pull him sideways. The problem is getting that back and chest of yours through this narrow spot right in the middle of this path. But you go through. Now, the good news is you don't have your armor on. So that actually makes it a little bit easier for you to get through. Now, you still are scraped and bruised, not enough to take any damage. But you're able to, to make it through. Zane you have no problem being dragged behind on this one. I mean, you've got, there's plenty of space. You could fit two of you side by side. You're fine. But eventually, you guys come out on the other side. And I'm going to move to this
The
map
other
here
side of
first.
the mountain?
Yes, and it takes a while. Like, you're looking
like-
at... Yeah, like you're looking at a couple of hours. Like you're going through this, and Zarek is just keeps moving, with not even looking like he's at all tired. Like the rest of you are. Again, you got woken up in the middle of the night. Most of you, some of you didn't even get a rest. Zane, most of you are looking worse for wear. Zarek is on, forget about second wind, like his third or fourth wind, like he's and moving at the same pace, and it's very difficult for you guys to catch up with them. Now, for the most part, you're hardy adventurers, or you're being dragged along by a hardy adventurer, so you're able to keep up, but Zarek is definitely a good 5 or 6 feet ahead of everybody else, as you go through this. And when you do, the rain at this point, you don't feel anymore once you come out of this cave. Now, obviously, you didn't feel it while you were inside. But once you come out, you don't know if it stopped or what, because there is so much tree cover that the only light that is coming through is the light from Zane's staff. And I have a little picture of it here for everybody, if I can find it. Let's see. Can you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
So now there's obviously less light because you guys are here during the evening, but basically this is, and you don't see that person there. I don't know who the fuck she is, but she's not there.
tourist.
But that's basically what it looks like, because you've got this, the trees are so thick here.
Looks like a
that-
cathedral.
Yeah, and you are walking on the only path that you can see. So Swift Fox, I'm not even gonna make you guys roll. Like Swift Fox and Curlithlon, if looking through this, this is even barely a path. There's roots that are going through, but it was clearly made by something. It almost looks like an animal path more than, anything that was made by humans or, any other sort of people. And again, there's no light coming in from the moon or the stars, but then again, it was already a cloudy and rainy night to begin with, so that's not as unexpected. But the tree cover, it's bone dry here as well. Zane, I would like you to roll a history check, and then Kurlithlon and Gorel roll a survival check. All right. Okay. And we'll just wait for Gorel. We got time.
I just did it.
There it goes. Oh, 16-2. Yeah, all three of you at the same time realize you were in Darkenwood. To remind everybody, Darkenwood is a place that nobody goes because it is, from what everybody has heard, a haunted forest. And nobody knows exactly what that means because people, no one that you all have known have been able to venture that far into this place without running back. Kurlithlon and Gorel, when you were kids, and if you look through here at the bottom of this ridge here, is about as far as you guys were ever able to go before hearing or seeing something that made you guys run back to Solace. Not that you admitted that to Flint or to anybody else.
Right.
But you guys had never made it past that point. So right now, you all are in this area here.
All the way up there?
How big are these
further than
hexes?
that. A little bit.
Yeah.
They're like a mile apiece.
We went a long way. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were traveling for like 4 or 5 hours, right?
Yeah, it's been you guys. We're getting close to morning here now. By the time everything is said and done, so this whole area here, is Darkenwood. So everything on the opposite side of this mountain range is Darkenwood, and below here is Darkenwood, up and through the river. Easier for me to say. The river White Rage here.
Maui.
Which, if you cross, goes into Qualinesti. One of the reasons that and this is something that all of you guys would know because of Zane and Sarek, one of the reasons that the Qualinesti elves made this their home after the Kinslayer Wars about 1,000 or so years ago was because, one, it's a nice beautiful forest. Two, it's protected on 3 sides by either mountain range, river, and the haunted forest above. So they really just have to defend the area here to the west. And it's so far into that woods that it's pretty easy for elves to defend. But that's why they chose this area when they left the Sylvanesti elves way further west, which is not on this map.
Adam, where was the cave entrance?
The cave entrance was, right
here-ish,
about
right?
in here somewhere, in this little ridge here area somewhere.
Okay.
So,
All right, so we're over here. Hang on. We're over here, right?
a little further down, this square right, this hex right here, we'll say.
Okay. So, all in all, we're not too far off of where we want it to be.
No. That
We're
being
only
said,
a couple miles in.
Right.
Not
Well,
that
yes. So you'd have to go around here. That being said, the way that this forest is extremely dense.
Right.
And the path that you're on is moving down in this direction through these two mountain ranges.
Great.
It's hard to see. Again, you may be able to splinter off back east to Gateway, but right now it's hard to tell because, again, none of you have ever been in this part of the woods before.
Well, I'm confident, says Zane.
Famous last
Did we
words.
lose the stag? What's going on?
And Zarek looks around and says, "Yeah, I don't see it anymore. Does anybody see it? Everyone, make a perception check for me."
I don't think anybody saw it to begin with. No offense, Eric.
Wow, you went there.
Totally saw it.
Totally went there.
15, 21. We got a lot of good rolls here now.
Oh,
the stag comes and pokes out from behind a tree. What up, sucker?
Yo, fam, you following? Yeah, we got a lot of good rolls here, but nobody sees it. Especially Flint. Well, I'm assuming was that last one. Yeah. So
Here, hold on. I'll roll for Goldman. Where's that? There it is.
you think Goldman's gonna get more? Well, yes, she did.
25.
Yeah. Nope, still doesn't see it.
Wow.
So it's really nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
I think
But-
Gorel turns to Curly and goes, "Dude, you realize where we are?"
yeah, I know. This is crazy. I've never been this far in the woods before, but hey, we're here, so
Oops.
let's just keep going.
All right. So, Zane.
What does that mean? Where we are? We're in the woods. What's the
No,
problem?
we're in the darkened woods.
Yeah.
I know the dark.
Big difference.
Right?
Big difference. And Gorel has this strange.
You are so far away, you may not have heard the rumors of Darkenwood.
Okay, so I'll pretend like I don't. And it's like,
Yeah.
and what's that mean?
Well, they don't call it darkened woods for nothing. Let's put it that way.
So you can't see. I don't understand. I mean, we
Hey,
lost the
Gorel, you're
stag.
selling
I
you a
mean,
little short here. It's not about the darkness. It's about what
It's not-
lives in the darkness.
Yes.
There's legends that say it's haunted. Zane says with almost disgust to the mythology of it all.
I guess you might say also what unlives in the darkness if you're talking about the haunted part. I'm not really sure.
are you? So we came this far, ran after a stag that no one can see, and now I'm sorry. I'm just a little frustrated.
Well,
Absolutely.
we might as well camp here. We have to sleep a little bit.
Is that safe? I mean, it's going to be
mean-
dawn soon, isn't it?
You would think, but you wouldn't know in this with this canopy of trees here.
Oh, great.
Daylight doesn't hold much sway. in
Thank
darkness.
you, Paris Fraser, for now following Wicked Studios and DragonLance.
Ready?
Huzzah!
Thanks, Paris. Well,
Thanks again for Paris Fraser for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Ah!
Anything else you'd like to do before we get moving?
we appreciate all of the above.
We do
sir.
appreciate it all. Thank you, Paris.
Well,
Zane is going to basically start making camp, start setting down, putting out his mat so he can go into his trance.
Where are you going to do this?
Slightly off the path, like is there any little area that we could do it with?
Roll a history check.
Sure.
the way I see it, we're miles off course, deep in a forest we don't want to be in.
You
We might want to just backtrack.
no. think based on what you've heard of this place, because you've never been in here, if you're going to camp anywhere,
Yep.
camping on the road is probably the best idea.
Yep. That sounds good. So on the not off the path, but
Sort of on the
setting up
yeah.
in the path.
There's
that there
basically
be-
this side is almost like single file path you're walking on.
Okay.
Into. Yeah. It's
All right,
not
well-
it's not a big area.
Okay. I mean, we got to rest. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Says Zane.
Gorel's a little on edge since he's never been this far and he only knows about the stories. It's like, I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Great.
And I look at Curly with like wide eyes, like.
I mean, I think we'd be better off keeping moving, but if you all feel we need to stop, then we'll be okay.
I would think that we're all pretty tired. I mean,
Yeah.
We got up and then we humped it through the woods, thick woods, through the night.
Yeah, then
through
a mountain cave.
We need to rest. We need to rest a little bit.
This is not a good place to sleep.
Well, either way we go, we're going to be surrounded by this for hours on end.
Hours at least.
Fair enough. Maybe we should go back into the where the cave ended and then just camp there.
Sure. Roll a survival check.
Oh, I can see what's coming.
Right. I mean,
I don't know where I am anymore. Sorry, guys.
He's gonna turn around and look for the trail, and he's like,
It seems like it's. I love Curlithlon. It seems like it should be pretty easy. You turn and you go back the way that you came. You haven't come that far outside this cave.
I mean, we can still see it.
No, you don't. He doesn't.
Oh,
roll a survival check. Anyone who wants to look for this cave will roll a survival check.
I will, because I'll turn around because I see him like looking and not really like finding it. I'm like, what's the matter, Scout? You can't find it? No, watch out! I'm not going to be able to find it either. So here we go. Yeah, 11. I'm like, it's right. And then he's like, well, where the hell's the path?
So Zarek says, it's right there, guys.
Right, and Zarek moves back, and then it's sort of up against the wall.
This is where the undead attack.
Where are you? You're getting close. You got a good feeling about this, I can tell.
I'm a DM.
Will not play it.
What? I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I got nothing better, man.
Dude, I'm trying to prop you up here, man. Making it hard.
Sorry.
Yeah. Zarek is up against, like, I am sure that this is, like, the path. Like, you can see the path go to this rock. But there's no path.
There's no path. Like, the path just disappeared behind us.
No, the path is there. It just stops at the base of this mountain.
Rock.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, there's no cleft, is what you're saying. There's no cleft in the rock.
There's nothing to. So whatever you walk through is no longer there.
So Zane says, "Well, this is actually good because now we have the mountain against our backs and we can camp here, and it's a little bit safer."
I don't know what you mean by good, but there was a hole in the wall that just isn't there anymore. That's not good in my book.
It's fine.
Now we're stuck in an undead magical forest, chasing after a mystical white stag that no one can see.
It's only supposed to be undead magical forest. I don't believe the rumors or stories.
I don't know. The disappearing cave leads me to believe.
I'm not even going to say anything about a gold man telling me to be quiet in the middle of the nowhere.
Wow.
And he goes over. He goes over and he grabs Gold Moon by her hand, and they go over not far, just 10 feet away. Just a brooding, I'm going to go over here enough so you know that I'm sitting away from you.
Which direction are you going, and are you still on the path?
Still on the path and just north.
Okay.
Just keep
so
going
moving
down.
Further away? Yeah.
Yeah, and then we sit down on the road.
Between the twisted shapes of the trees, strange shapes sort of flit in and out nearby. It's hard to see their shape.
I want to say now for the record that I put my
or the
shirt back on.
I was going to say, Gorel's putting his armor on as he's
because of the denseness of the woods. Everybody else roll a perception check.
Good.
Oh, Gaz nailed that one.
Actually, see this.
So
now.
that-
Wow, there you go.
Zarek.
Zane's got this one. That's
Well,
Zarek,
Zarek,
or that's
yeah.
Zarek.
Corell's busy putting on his armor.
Yeah, Gorell does no shit.
Swift Fox just points and goes, go.
Thanks, Shaggy.
Zoinks!
Like,
And Zane. Zane doesn't see anything. Zane's busy unfolding his meditation mat.
Yeah.
And
Flint.
Zarek
And
says,
Flint,
"Bro."
wow.
Flint with his keen eyes.
So, those of you who made the check, which is everybody except for Gorell and Zane,
Yes.
and I'm assuming, well, Swift
I
Fox
should roll.
and Gold Moon, because you were further ahead, both
Okay.
saw this without making the check. You saw these shapes flitting in and out.
Okay.
You all, and Gaz is just rolling perception checks right and left just for shits and giggles.
Oh no, I don't know what happened.
We don't
Sorry
know.
about that. Hit my keyboard. And
You already got it, okay? You see what's
I just want to show
happening.
you that was a fluke.
So, you all see within the, past these twisted, gnarled trees that are on either side of this path, shapes. We'll say ghostly white.
See, I was right.
Flitting in and out. Sometimes you see them, but before you can get a good glimpse of what exactly it is, it disappears. Just for another one, in another area, just slightly off to the side to appear. You notice, eventually, more and more of these shapes. And they, while they're still incorporeal, have begun to take shape. They look like fighters, guards, but you can see through them.
Ooh.
Zane, roll a history check.
Okay. No, sir.
It would have been better if that was higher.
Yeah.
They start moving toward you. They have spectral armor on. They're holding swords and shields.
See, what did I tell you? Haunted.
They move. No, you were totally right. They move slowly
Zane
toward you.
Zane looks at Colonel Swan and is like, well, I guess you're right.
Told you we should have kept going. Get out of here.
I'm assuming you back up as they come toward you, or do you stand your ground?
I will get Gold Moon. I will put her behind me, and then we will both start backing up towards the rest of the group.
Okay. The rest of the group is already backed up against the mountain.
The mountain
yeah.
wall, yeah.
So they keep coming slowly. Zane, you notice that none of them, regardless of what side they're coming through, whether they're coming through the trees or now coming down the path, will enter the light of your staff.
Okay. About how many are there?
Oh, there's a shit ton of them now.
Okay.
If I were
Like
to
too many
pull
to
up
count?
if I were to pull up a map of the area, which it just so happens I have.
Whoa.
One would hope, DM.
Oh.
So
Hello.
now
Okay.
we'll even move you guys back toward the mountain.
It's a couple.
And oops, you were ahead of her. Curly, we'll put you back here. They all move a little closer, except for this dude who stays in the back, apparently. But whatever. And there's one on the path. And this
All right, so-
go ahead.
No, so I have a 30-foot radius with my staff, right?
With the bright light, yes, and
Okay.
that's where they are not entering.
So I will say to everyone, they seem to have an aversion to the light of my staff. So
Can
How
you make
about
it brighter?
Last.
Gorel's like, can you make it a little brighter?
not right now, but we might be able to walk through and just keep going and have them not enter the light.
Okay.
How long does that light last?
As long as I can keep it going.
That doesn't answer my question. How long can you keep it going?
Well, as long as I stay conscious.
All right, so we just keep you conscious.
All
You
right.
should be fine.
Everybody keep him awake.
So
I start poking him.
I walk over and slap him.
Okay.
Make sure you stay up. No.
Wake
So
up.
it lasts an hour for each time I do it,
Right.
But then I think I have to remain conscious.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think on light.
No,
It's
not light, no.
concentration?
This is
No, it's not concentration.
through
But
the
it's through the
staff,
staff,
though.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
If you were unconscious, that staff does jack shit.
Right.
Unless
So
some
I just
other
have to,
wizard
I
picks
have
it
to
up.
stay. I have to stay awake.
And let me get this straight. If you told me correctly that the sun doesn't shine down in here,
It
Not so
doesn't
much.
get through. No.
Oh, I've never been here, so
By the way, Gary, props for now being in the actual Darkwood Forest. that is great.
I try to, work with the ambiance here.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
well, staying here is not going to get us anything. By my ancestors, I hope you're right. Do either you who have you been around here before? You said you knew this area. Is this going anywhere?
We've never been here, Gorel.
Yeah.
We've never been here. We've only heard of it.
So I want to take an exploratory. I want to take an exploratory step forward.
Okay.
Good, because we took some exploratory steps back.
Yeah.
I start performing a ritual of exorcism that my seeker parents taught me.
So I want to go.
Hold on. I want to hear this. What do you do?
Okay, well, I take my prayer wheel because I do wear I still wear my prayer wheel, and I just rip it off, and I place it up against the wall of against the rock of the mountain wall that were there, and I start just humming a very low tone,
Roll a
and I
wisdom
start modulating my pitch, and I'm just doing that.
check. Okay, roll a wisdom check.
Okay. Wisdom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So, all of a sudden, you see Curlithlon just push past the rest of you, rip his holy symbol that he's had around his neck for as long as you guys have known him. Like even Gorel, like you guys were kids. This guy has had the same holy symbol around his neck. Rips it off. The leather, thong of that held it around his neck snaps. Is now flapping as he pushes it. It looks like all his might up against this rock base of the mountain, and he hums, and he hums, and his eyes, for those of you who can see it, go back up into his head, so you just see the whites of his eyes. Then all of a sudden the holy symbol drops from his hand. And he turns and he looks at all of you. And he says in a voice that is not his, "Who are you?"
Oh, this isn't good.
I am Zane. This is my brother Zarek. We're looking to pass through this forest. Who are you?
Are the rest of you?
These are our friends. This is Flint, and you've met Curliflon. Corral. This is our new friend, Swift Fox. and his lady friend, Goldmoon.
Why are you here in this wood?
Funny thing about that, we were following a white stag, was it, Derek?
It was a white stag. It was white.
Yeah. White stag. Yeah, definitely white. Yeah. So we followed it and led us here, and just trying to get by.
Why did it bring you here?
Don't exactly know how to speak stag, so I didn't get the chance to ask it. And when we got through the mountains, we kind of lost track of it. So,
Son, I don't know if you've had discussions with things like this before, but you might want to be a tad bit on the respectful side. I'm assuming he's with these guys.
Yeah, they're all like this. There's a wall now of the spectral warriors around the safety of the light.
Right.
So you thought that the canopy of the trees was thick. Question: the blue crystal staff.
Yep.
Was it covered up before you left camp?
Because it was covered up in camp.
Okay.
It's been covered up, and it's still covered up now.
Got it. Okay, good. Thanks.
But now, I think Swift Fox has a bolt of inspiration. No, he's not thinking of uncovering it.
What is your purpose here?
That's a very, very deep question.
We've got time.
I'm seeking to unravel the mysteries of magic and reality. So that purpose brings me.
Gorel leans in. I think he means right here and now.
Oh, right, okay, I see. Well,
God,
A girl still looking at the wall of spirits around him with like his hammer like ready.
Swift Fox will push his way forward a little bit, and he'll bring Goldmoon in tow, and he'll get up like right before him. He goes, "The gods have come back, Kryn. If you could see the sky, you would see that the constellations for two of those gods, Paladine, Thesis, no longer exist up in the night sky. The gods have returned, and we've been sent on a holy quest."
What gods?
And he looks at Goldman and goes, "Go ahead, unwrap it." And she'll unwrap the staff.
When she unwraps the staff, the light from the blue crystal on top of it shines so bright it actually outshines Zane's staff of Magus. And except for the one, and you can see he was the one that the spectral knight that was standing on the road first before all of them came through, that basically walked up to you guys right as Kurlithlon put the holy symbol up against the rock. He remains still. The others move back 15 feet. They're still surrounding the area the same way that they were, but there's a wider berth.
Fascinating. So Zane's pretty savvy with magic, and he's never seen anything like this before. So you can absolutely assume that there's some sort of divine power flowing through the staff.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're confident in that. Yeah.
What does the thing that's possessing Kurlithlon react in any way?
Not at all.
Okay.
Everyone roll a perception check, though, to see how Kurlithlon reacts.
Aha.
You shouldn't have rolled so good, Curlithlon. Because the reason this totally backfired is because the gods that you worshipped as a kid were bullshit, by the way. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why the reverse happened.
I love that.
The worse you roll, the better off you were.
That's great. All right. So Zarek got a 9. Zane got a 21.
Yeah.
Zarek is sword and shield defending like with Goral.
The look on Curlithlon's face is the only thing that you notice has changed. His posture remains the same. He doesn't take a step in any direction. He suddenly goes from this, if you don't give me the answers I want to hear, I'm going to kill you look, to a look of, I'll say, understanding. And he says then, well, first he moves past, because he's in the back still, moves past each and every one of you toward the dude here, who's the only one left, and almost stands directly in front of him. Well, he stands directly in front of him, but almost like right up against him. Like there's very little space in between the two. And he looks at him for a moment and then turns toward the rest of you and says, "The Forest Master waits. You are expected." And then he drops to the ground. Like crumbles. Like it's not like he just, he's like straight. He just, from like his knees buckle, and he just crumbles to the ground.
Zarek will run up to Curlithlon to see if he's okay.
What just happened?
Zane is going to take a wary step forward and look at the night guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Anybody? What just happened?
As you
he
do
reacted
that,
in any way?
he doesn't. He still looks at you. All of the other spirits,
Yep.
one after the other, flicker and disappear. And he remains there, and he looks at you, and he looks at Curlithlon on the ground before you. And he takes a hand and puts it toward you as if he's almost going to touch you, but stops. And you notice that it's not because of the light, because now his hand passes through both the blue light and the light of your staff.
Right.
Stops and holds it there and says himself, not through Curlithlon or anything else, "We were sworn to protect this land, and we failed. I am trusting in you not to." And he disappears. And from that, we'll take a break.
Okay.
Oof.
I did it.
You did.
Girl's like, I don't think that worked the way you thought it was going to.
Hey,
To agree with the bigot over here. I don't think it was what you thought it was.
You know what? Magic works in mysterious ways. Good job, Curlithlon.
There you go. See this? He gets it.
There you go. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break where you can get on your beverages and your snackages and you go to the bathroom or you watch a movie or dance the Irish jig. We don't care what you do.
You're
just
not
come
as
back
good at it.
after. I can't help it now. Just come back after a couple minutes because we'll be right back for the second part here of DragonLance, Dragons of Despair, Part 4.
Pew, pew, pew.
We're getting into it now, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Will.playa would know what to do with that. It's not. That's not it though. That is the opposite of what
You just
should
gotta own
happen.
it, Will.
That
That's
might
your
be
move.
the-
You gotta own that.
Yeah, own it, Will.
We'll be back.
That's the new Will.player move.
And we're back. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and other, for hanging out and watching us here in Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Despair, Part 4, Quattro, as they say. Some of them.
Some.
All right, you guys just talked your way out of an encounter with a bazillion spectral knights. So that was a good idea.
You think?
Luckily, Kurlathlon decided to use his religious upbringing. Didn't work the way he thought it was going to.
No, totally exactly how I expected. That was exactly what I was hoping would happen.
According to the wizard, magic works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah,
Right?
so
There it is.
there's no reason for any of the rest of you to think that this was not exactly how he intended. Now, Kurlathlon, your holy symbol fell to the ground. Are you going to pick that up?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I will just
Figured-
tie it back on.
Sure. Yeah. No problem doing that.
Gorel leans into him just so Curly can hear, and he goes, "I don't care what you say. I don't think that came out the way you thought it was going to come out."
But it came out okay.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
As soon as you guys finish that conversation, you hear horse hooves, which I was banging on my keyboard tray here, and it didn't sound anything like horse hooves, but horse hooves.
Haven't you got a couple of coconuts?
Come
on.
And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horses with men torsos and heads and arms.
Oh.
Show up. Zane, I'm not even going to make you roll. You know that these are centaurs. Yeah.
Have the elves had any dealings with them?
Nope.
Okay.
This is, I mean, you know these most on legend and story.
From study and legend, sure.
Yeah, and the rest of you guys would have a vague idea of what these things were too. I mean, they're not, completely.
Aren't they out on the
foreign to
plains?
Centaurs? No.
Oh, never mind.
You got horses,
Yeah,
but that's not.
yeah,
they're not half mad. But you would have heard the little legends and the stories when you were kids. First time any of you have seen these things, and they're like, these are pretty majestic looking things. I mean, you got a, what do you got? Oh, it says plains. All right, fuck yeah, they're in the plains. All right. Thank you, guys. Whatever.
I only posted it just because he said they weren't. So I had to...
And we
I really didn't think they
appreciate that,
were.
Gary.
I really
We
didn't
really
think
do.
And that's the first one. Yeah, the Centaur tribes have been found on the
Anytime
Abanantian
you
plains.
find Adam being incorrect,
Around Christmaliak and the Dark
encourage.
Woods on the Plain of Dust. They're all over the fucking place, apparently. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen them before.
They keep to themselves mostly.
Yeah.
Anyway, now you see them. And the biggest of the group strides forward and says, "Come. We are to take you to the Forest Master."
Who is the Forest Master?
And he looks at you with a quizzical look. They're the master of the forest.
Oh.
He's inquisitive by nature. Come on, Gold
Yeah.
Moon. Let's go.
Zarek says, good enough for me.
Ride upon our backs, and we will take you there swiftly.
I'll help.
Gorel's like, "Oh hell yeah!" He goes right up to the big one.
Yeah, the big one is the best one for you too. But
Yeah.
Right?
and of course, your friend Flint stands in the back,
I ain't getting on no centaurs.
sneezes, and says, "I'm allergic to horses."
And Corell's like, don't embarrass me, Dad.
I'm pretty sure these are centaurs and not horses, so...
They're only
And he's-
half horses, so you're only half allergic.
And he's sneezing all over the place.
Oh. Look at Zane. I look at Zane and like.
He
"Can't
doesn't
you
bring his
give him
allergy
something?
medicine out with him when he goes
Yeah.
out.
Can't you give him
Zyrtec, if
something
you'd
for
like to be a
this?"
sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Adam, can Zane kind of like put together a couple of herbs to help like with the rudimentary?
You want to B.A. Baracus him, is what you're trying to do. You know what? What would you roll? Is there there's no herbalism check in this? That's 3rd edition, right? What is there? Medicine? Sure. Yeah, roll a medicine check.
It'd be well. It depends. If you're doing herbs, then it's survival.
Oh, is it survival?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Although I guess you could.
Let's
do
use
medicine.
whatever is higher, medicine or survival, whatever is higher.
I'll use medicine. It's slightly higher.
Okay. Yeah. You say, here, drink this. He just knocks the cup out of your hand.
Gorilla, I tried. I'm sorry.
All right, wait. Girl's got a good survival. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Same exact.
He does.
You
the same
pick it up. You put the herbs back in. You mix up whatever little water's left in the cup. Say, no. Drink it.
No, try it. Come on.
Gorell, do you have any ale?
If I had any, I'd be drinking it.
Nice try. It might have gotten him. I'm not going on a horse.
Oh, damn
Not
it.
a horse, Flint.
They're not horses.
No,
not
it's
horses.
a weird, creepy horse with a half man.
Okay, they can hear you, Flint.
Yeah,
Right
Flint.
there.
I'm thinking you need to be a little bit more respectful to these men.
Listen, I know he's really old. I'm sorry about him. Okay?
He's set
Come
in
on.
his ways.
Come on, Boomer.
Too much Fox
Yeah.
News. Yeah, Flint. All right,
I don't want
Gorell.
to and
Yeah.
roll a perception or intimidation check, and then tell me what you do to get him on this horseman.
All right, my intimidation's better.
Okay.
You're going to intimidate Flint? You're going to intimidate your dad?
You know what? I put it at a 13. He rolled a 14.
Okay.
So what do you say to him?
So I was like, listen, you don't want to make us look bad in front of these people. We're on a mission, Pop. Come on, get on the damn horse.
Oh my God, we're the Blues Brothers.
Either that or he's Indiana Jones talking to Sean Connery. I can't tell
Right.
which.
No, we're on a mission from the gods.
We're on a mission from God.
The Gads.
God.
I mean, to be fair, you could say that the Indiana Jones boys were on them. Whatever. Anyway. Last Crusade was a great movie. So he reluctantly, he just stares you down. And walks up to this horseman and sneezes. Like really emphatically. Like, if you were to roll an insight check, regardless of what you rolled, you could tell that this was a fake sneeze. Right? And he tries to climb on, but of course can't. So the centaur just grabs him by the back of the shirt, picks him up, puts him on his back.
Oh, Gorell's already on the big guy.
Yeah.
He's already up there and like ready to go.
Yeah, and then the big guy turns to all of you. Obviously, he doesn't turn to Gorell because, well, Gorell's on his back. He kind of looks behind and says, "Hold on tight. We move fast."
No doubt.
Do any of you not hold on tight?
Oh no, I definitely hold on both hands.
I hold on tight and say, I'm really sorry if this is awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your guy goes, "No, I like it."
All right.
Yeah.
Do it.
I hold on tight, but then I look over at Gold Moon to make sure she's not enjoying it too much.
Yeah. Oh, Goldmoon, these guys are fucking hot. Goldmoon, it's hard for her to hide this one.
That's a good thing I'm
Gold
cool.
Moon's like, no, I'll get on my own, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
They're up on her own to begin.
Yeah,
with.
these horse dudes are ripped too. I mean, they've been working out.
They just run. That's all they do is run around.
Yeah,
You're not
They're
helping.
Yeah, they're like Cristiano Ronaldo. Like either just run, but in horse form. There you go. That's for you, Chad. All right, so you guys go through the forest really fast. And you've all ridden horses before, especially Swift Fox. But this is faster than any horse you've ever ridden. So you got, and there's no saddle, of course, because, they're more dignified than that. So you guys are going, full blast through, what's basically darkness. I mean, there's light bouncing around from Zane's staff.
Do we have
still.
cool riding centaur music going on?
No, we don't. I didn't get that set up. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that audible?
Yes.
You weren't muted. Well, you're not muted.
So you ride through the forest very quickly, and you come to a clearing. It's not a huge clearing, but it's probably, I don't know, maybe a mile in diameter.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Well, this forest is huge, so compared to the forest, it's not that big. But for this area, and yeah, for you guys, it's a good area, and you see before you.
Actually, the Ride of the Valkyries. You might want to shut that.
Yeah,
off.
I don't have it.
I'm just saying, somebody was starting to play it. It'll mute us out because of copyright.
Oh yeah, no, there, yeah. Twitch will shut us the fuck up. Yeah, if we use that. So you guys see, it is a good thought, and it would be perfect for this moment. However, Twitch does not agree. Twitch, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. So you guys see in the center of this wood.
Oh,
Unicorn.
A unicorn.
Unicorn.
And from, I don't know who that old dude is next to the unicorn, so just pretend that's part of the tree.
Pretty sure that's Merlin.
That kid probably is Merlin. He's not there. But you see all of these other mystical creatures. Like you see more centaurs come in. You see fairies floating about. There are dryads, on the side of that, as well as just regular forest creatures, who seem more intelligent than your typical, squirrel, which are noticeably dumb. But even they seem to have a better understanding of what's going on, and the unicorn doesn't even take a step forward, but the centaurs lower to let you all off very easily off of their backs. And the forest master says, "Welcome to my domain. I have been expecting your arrival. Some days ago, a great and glorious being came among us. He foretold your coming and left a message. You must fly straight away across the Eastwall Mountains. Within 4 days you must be within Zack-Saroth. There, if you prove worthy, you shall receive the greatest gift given to the world." Those were his very words. The greatest gift given to the world.
But now is the unicorn is talking to us?
The unicorn's talking to you. Mouth opening and
is
closing.
it like, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Is it an answer? Is it actually like,
Yeah, it's like watching Babe, like the mouths move, like it's...
Wow, that's
it's
really
actually
good CGI.
Yeah, it's CGI and not peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly.
We got
Yeah,
the good
it's CGI.
stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's CGI.
All right.
fascinating.
Well, thank you for your audience. Thank you for this audience, Forest Master. Says Zane.
Did anyone hear what he actually just said? I was just amazed by the fact that it's talking.
I'll get off and I'll help Goldmoon off, of course, and then I'll like kneel down and I'll like, Goldmoon, kneel down. I think this is royalty.
Okay.
Yeah, Zane and Zarek will both bow in reverence as well.
Sure.
Okay, we're doing that?
Flint.
Okay, sure.
Gorel looks at Flint, and Flint's already down on one knee.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. Drops down.
Please, mortals, rise. There is no need to bow before me. I am but a servant. Although this is my realm.
Well, I hate to say, but Zaxxaroth in 4 days. Is that even doable? And I look over at Curly and Gorel because they seem to be the worldly around sort of thing.
No, he said we were going to fly. Girls, like, how are we supposed to fly there?
Fly.
That's what he said.
Forest Master did say fly.
Fly straight there. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, what did you mean by fly? I direct that at the Forest Master.
We have griffins that will take you.
Oh, hell yeah! And girls all about it. Yes.
Never rode a griffin before.
They won't take you the entire way. But they will take you as close as they can.
How close is that?
Sounds very, very gracious of you, Forest Master.
1 day.
Yeah. They go 10 miles tops. Then it's extra. Then then the meter starts.
All right.
Every quarter of a mile after that.
Any help that you could give us, we would.
You can tell Gary lives in New York. Yeah.
It's $5 for the first quarter mile, 25 cents for each additional quarter.
Forest Master, if you don't mind, what did this person that came to you look like?
I'm sorry, but I cannot say.
Did they have a name?
It is a name that I would not disrespect enough to use. I feel I am not worthy.
Is it a name
look
of
pretty
legend?
worthy.
Thank you. I mean, I try. I brush my mane every day.
It looks great.
I shine my horn and. But anyway, regardless, it is not for me to say.
All right, I guess. I mean, the gods are working in mysterious ways, just like magic.
You look weary, mortals.
Yeah, very.
We
tired.
are, but do we really have time to rest at this point if we have to make it to Zaxxaroth in 4 days?
The griffins will take you most of the way, and they move swiftly. I am able to prepare a feast for you and give you shelter here for the night in safety. No one will harm you here. If you choose.
Yes, I think we should.
That sounds great.
It does sound great.
And with that, I mean, you see, all of these creatures just, immediately put together this spread on, like, this long, it's basically like this long rectangular tablecloth, right? And all this food and this drink they bring upon it. And as they leave, the table, well, it's not even a table, the tablecloth just rises up in the air. Other creatures bring pillows and place them on either side of the table, enough for all of you to sit. And the Forest Master says, eat, drink as much as you'd like. You will have a restful sleep tonight. We will watch over your slumber, and nothing will harm you here. In the morning, the griffins will take you towards Zaxxaroth as far as they can. And I wish you luck in your endeavors.
Thank
From
you.
what I understand, the world is in peril. Armies gather to the north. And while I don't understand it, it seems that the seven of you are the only hope, or at least the best hope, that the world of Kryn has. And I am happy just to provide this simple help to you during this time.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. And I don't want to seem pushy or ungrateful, but you don't happen to have a long bow with a bunch of arrows laying around here that you could give to a fella?
So Zarek has already started walking over to the food to go eat.
She calls over one of the centaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Says something quietly that you don't hear. The centaur rides off. A moment later, rides back with a longbow and 20 arrows.
Wow.
Thank you.
And
Thank
this
you
is
very
a
much.
really nice longbow, so much that it might give you a +1.
Ooh, I'll write that down. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I said might. No, I'm just kidding. It's a
Haven't decided yet.
yeah, it's a +1 longbow.
Woohoo!
So,
Zane-
what is the spread like? Like, what kind of food and drink are we?
Anything you can imagine. There's meats, there's fishes, there's cheese, there's poultry, there's vegetables.
Zarek is
Seems
already
awkward
on.
with the woodland
like-
creatures.
What?
Seems awkward with the woodland creatures there. I stay
Yeah,
away.
they're, and they're all staring at you judgingly.
I only take like nuts and mushrooms.
Gorel,
They
Gorel
nod.
and
They
Flint
nod
are
and give you a
got
wink.
mouthfuls of meat already.
And they go like this when they see that.
Zarek's on his second plate already.
Yeah.
Zane will entreat the Forest Master one more time
Sure.
and say, is there any other guidance that you can give us? Any other advice? Any other words from this being of this magnificent being that came to you?
I wish there was. He just mentioned that you would be arriving and that we were to take care of you, and spoke briefly of the urgency of the situation. Captain Mymorph says wings and pizza. Yeah, that's what's it was alarming to hear of the armies to the north.
What kind of army?
I wish I could say. From what I understand, there are humans as well as the best I could describe as dragon men as part of these armies.
We've coined terms for those. They're we call them draconian.
Yeah. R circle. Yeah. Yes. The armies are vast and they're growing day by day. The world of Kryn is in peril, and unfortunately, most do not even realize. From what I understand, this staff that you hold truly is a relic of the true gods, but will lead you to what was only said to me as the greatest gift given to the world. I could only surmise from my experience here on Kryn as the return of the true gods.
We've seen somewhat of what this staff is capable of. Would you know anything more about that?
I do not.
My theory is that it has quite a bit to do with the greatest gift that you're speaking of.
The Forest Master walks a little closer toward the table over where Gold Moon and Swift Fox are sitting.
Zane's going to keep pace and walk with the Forest Master.
And does like that horse kneel, where she's like half down on like the front haunches and looks at the staff and closes her eyes. And then stands back up and looks at you, Zane, and says, there is a lot of divine power within this staff. Power that I have not felt in hundreds and hundreds of years.
We've seen it has the ability to restore health,
Yes.
as well as push back as well as repel creatures embodied with undeath.
This is truly a staff of good. It is a staff that only those who are pure in heart may touch, and only those who are pure in spirit may use. I am hopeful that this staff will help you turn the tide against these forces of darkness that are amassing in the north. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
We can't express how much this all means to us. Without your aid, I'm sure we would have, we wouldn't be doing the will of the gods, that's for sure.
Well, it is not my aid you should be thankful for. It is the aid of those much more powerful and much more good than I am. But please eat and drink and rest. For I feel that this is the last such time in a long time that you will be able to do so.
Kind of obvious.
Yeah. She turns, she flicks you off. Yeah, she turns and she, trots off into the forest.
Great.
And you guys can take as much time as you want to eat and drink and relax.
I'm trying to get a dryad to share my ale.
Sure. Yeah. Roll a perception, not a perception, a persuasion check.
I have no persuasion.
Hold on. That's a 2. Yeah. She just looks at you and just says, humans.
With a shot.
And just wanders off with like her friends who they're they're talking about you.
He tried to get me to drink. You believe this guy?
Dean's going to look at the spread and see if there's anything that he can devise that might help his cough and ailments a little bit. Like,
that is a great question. Roll a perception check.
okay.
That's a good roll. You peruse the offerings on the table, and it's difficult because these are not normal herbs.
Right.
These are things you have to search for that are specific to your ailments. That being said, the scent of them, you know very well.
Right.
You've used them to, to make these drinks, like basically a tea, more times than not since you left the Tower of High Sorcery. And there are pastries that have this scent. And it's like a pungent scent. So like nobody else is even touching this shit because these do not smell good. But with that check that you roll, the 17 on your perception check, you think pretty confidently that this would that these are made with at least some of the same herbs that you're used to taking.
So I will take them and put them in my pack and see if I can't ration them out for the journey.
Sure.
And I'm going to, Swift Fox is going to look over the table and start to discern different types of foods that would travel better, like some cheese and stuff like that to gather
Absolutely.
up.
There's even some dried meats and fishes there.
Excellent.
It's almost like they've prepared this with not only food for tonight, but food that you can travel with.
Excellent. Yeah. So I'll be putting together rations.
Yeah, and you could find easily a 7-day supply. Each of you.
How many of the pastries did I find?
Again, 7-day supply.
7 days?
Yep.
As
long as you have one a day. Yeah.
Right.
7's a magical number for in the forest.
Yeah. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Crash the fuck out.
So now, are there any of the forest beings that are kind of lingering around?
Sure. Who do you want to talk to?
I don't know. Anyone that looks sort of is the stallion, the Centaur stallion, still around?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go over to him and I'll say, the Forest Master said that that all of you would aid us as best you can on our journey.
Yes.
The Griffins are going to take us across. This feast is wonderful and magnificent. Is there any other aid that you can offer? Our quest is clearly one of great importance to the world. What other aid would your kind, your people here be willing to offer us?
I mean, we gave him a pretty kick-ass bow. And he looks over at Swift Fox.
I could use about 20 more arrows, but I ain't gonna complain.
You got a quiver.
Yeah, I know.
You'll find more arrows at some point.
Yeah.
You're lucky you found the bow. I was feeling
I'm
in a good mood. I'm in a good mood.
I am great. I'm cool.
What else are you looking for, Elf?
Well, my discipline is one of magic. I'm curious to know if there are any practitioners here that might know some secrets that I have yet to unlock, in the form of spells or abilities that could potentially help us on our way. My brother is a warrior, of great skill with the sword and shield. He's sworn to protect not only me, but also the forces of good. We travel with a group of warriors and scouts. Anything that could aid us in the ability to fight this evil and help us on our quest to get to Zaxxaroth would be of utmost importance and and we would be extremely grateful for.
I wish I could help you more, Elf. Unfortunately, those that have magic here in the forest are magic.
Of course.
And to be frank, we don't need weapons here in Darkenwood. The spectral minions protect this area. They have been here for hundreds of years. They swore in life to protect this land and failed. And now They tried to make amends by doing so in death. The weapon that I gave to your friend, and he looks over at Swift Fox, is the only weapon that I have. I give him this because the Forest Master is convinced that you, and he looks around at all of you, will not only protect this land, but protect all of the lands.
Well, then thank you for your generous gift.
I wish there was more that we can do, because it does seem that this world is in grave danger. I do not know what these dragon men are, but I know they are not of this world.
We've coined the phrase for them. We call them draconian.
The draconians, yes.
Spread the word.
I mean, it's not. It hasn't quite stuck here in.
It's going to be the next big thing. It's going to catch up.
I mean, I did see a couple of dryads with T-shirts, but for the most part,
opening for Race Eagles, the Draconian.
Yeah.
So Zane is going to ask if there's any other type of help they can give in terms of advice or locations or rumors of places of great power, anything like that could possibly help them along the way. You know of any
I wish there was more that we can do. However, we only know this forest. We live in this forest in peace. We protect this forest. And outside of this forest, I'm afraid I do not know. The being that spoke with the Forest Master was one that I have never seen before.
What did they look like?
Yeah, what did he look like?
Hard to say, because it was surrounded by a brilliant white light, although it looked like a man, although larger.
Like him, and it points to Goral.
He was shoving his face.
Even larger than he.
As he belches.
Yeah, dressed in full platinum armor. Although he looked like what you may call a knight. I saw no weapon at his hip. This was a being of peace. A being of prosperity.
I have a theory on whom it might have been. I don't want to say the name here as the fear of disrespecting your master.
If you say Carrot Top, you're right.
That was my guess! Are there any... One last request, one last avenue. Are there any among your people who might have the ability and to brew a draught that might aid us on our quest? Any types of poultice or potions that could possibly give us a temporary benefit along the way, enhance our abilities, and give us any leg up on this quest.
Of my people, no.
Of the people of the forest. I'm being very, very inclusive here.
As it should be.
I will see, Elf. I cannot promise, but it's possible that maybe the dryads or the fairies,
of course,
know of something.
Your master said you would be help. Any help that you can give us beyond what you've already done, which is exceptionally, we are exceptionally grateful for. But thank you very much.
No, of course, anything we can do, and it is, as you say, the Forest Master's request, and we honor that. And he'll stride off. A little while later, some fairies come flittering by with these little bottles. And there's enough, one for each of you. And you feel that it might be a healing potion.
Ooh.
Hey.
In unison.
And then they leave you to continue your feast and then relax for the night.
Cool.
All
So
that
should
conversation
we
was
add
going
that to our
on.
equipment?
I've moved on to trying to get the centaur who gave me a ride to join me for a drink.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that dude will totally hang out for a drink. Yeah.
What type of healing potion, Adam?
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he'll totally drink with you.
Cool.
And he'll ask you about like the world outside of the forest and things like that. He's very curious about, because he's only lived here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very, and the more that he drinks, the more curious he gets. As it were. All right, anybody want to do anything else?
No. Find a nice soft spot on the grass, and Gold Moon and I will curl up for the night.
All right. It is, even though you're laying on the ground, it feels like you are staying in the most magnificent inn. The beds that you've slept on in the past barely rival the comfort of the sleep that you have here.
Nice.
And there's no reason for any of you to take a watch.
Nice. So
Nice,
it's a
right.
full night's rest then?
Everybody gets a full night's rest. You get all of the benefits of a long rest. Hit points, spells, all of that.
Awesome.
And in the morning, you awake. There is a full breakfast laid out in front of you.
Cool.
Yeah, start eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill
So
up.
Mm-hmm.
good. You guys eat, and shortly after you were finished, these griffins fly down in a circular motion, and there's 5 of them, and land in this clearing. The sun is out. This is the first time you guys have seen the sun in a while, too, because it was raining all day yesterday. And it's a beautiful day here, a beautiful autumn day.
Cool.
And the griffins just stand there, waiting for you.
Are we assigned one, or should we go pick one? How does this work? I've never ridden one of these before.
So
They're all holding signs, Curlithlon, you know.
Okay.
Zane will go over to one and kind of try and talk with it a little bit, just sort of like get to know one, so it doesn't bite his hand off while they're flying.
Sure, it's receptive to you. It doesn't talk back.
Yeah.
But it's certainly, they're all very receptive, very pleasant.
Right.
Yeah. Gold Moon and I will go and just pick one out and just get on.
Okay.
Yep. Zarek and Zane will do the same.
Gorel uses his animal handling and makes friends with like the biggest one.
All right. You going to take Flint with you because there's only 5?
I was going to
Sure.
say, Swift Fox is going to look at Flint and go, I hope you're not allergic to these as well.
Flint just gives you a dirty look. Flicks you off.
Be nice, Dad. Be nice.
Plainsman. Are you going to help me up on top of this beast or what?
Then I lean over and throw my arm down, and he grabs a hold, and I just yank him up.
All right. The rest of you, Zarek, Zane, and Curlithlon have Your own. The biggest one that has Gorell and Flint on it turns to the rest of you and says, "This will be a dangerous flight. We will be using magic in order to help you sleep. It is the best."
Talking?
What?
The Griffin's talking?
It's a fucking griffin talking, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to go.
There's a lot of chatty animals here. And says, "It would be best for you not to resist." And at that moment, without even waiting for a response, they all just fly up in the air.
Oh boy.
Now, keep in mind, this is not like, well, I was going to say 2020. We'll say 2019, because nobody's on a plane right now anyway. This is not like 2019 where people flew in planes. None of you have ever experienced anything like this. The rush of the wind, the fact that the earth just keeps getting smaller and smaller. And thank you, Gustavo Souza, for following. Huzzah!
Yeah, I think it is Narnia, Queen.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for, oh God, what's the lion's name?
Oh, what is his name? He was
Aslan.
Aslan. He was cool,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Jesus
not here.
Lion?
The Jesus Lion.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jesus Lion!
Exactly.
Sorry. The higher you go, the more you want to go to sleep. Is there anybody going to fight this?
Hell no.
Does it affect Zane and Zarek?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna try to stay awake because I'm loving it. I'm like, this is great. I want to see more. I don't want to fall asleep.
Gorell's the same way. Like, he's loving it so much, he's trying to stay awake.
Sure.
So
Everyone that's trying to stay awake, roll a wisdom save.
The minute that Zarek feels remotely drowsy, he's asleep. Out.
Okay.
Snoring away.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah, Zane's out.
Zane will try to stay awake.
Oh, wait. Zane's staying awake or Zarek's staying awake?
Zarek is out.
Zarek's out? Okay. All right, so we have a 13 from Gorell, a 12 from Curlithlon, and a 15 from Zane.
Correct.
So, Curlithlon and Gorell
They just told you guys.
really fight. Thank you, Chris White, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! They don't
Captain
sleep.
Mymore,
They
if this is
meditate.
fucking Dragonlance where anything can happen, don't tell me elves don't sleep. Thank you, Chris White, for following! Huzzah! It's what we call magic. And anything can happen when Adam's DMing. I don't follow rules. I don't know how these fucking rules work. I'm making them up as I go along. So, Gorell and Curlithlon, you guys fight it, but not for long. You both wind up passing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Zane, you get pretty far. Like, you see the whole forest below you. You see Solace as you move further through. You see the plains in the distance. You pass by Prayer's Eye Peak, and you think that nothing could ever be as high as the peak of that mountain, but yet there you are.
We're
above
over
it. And then you fall asleep.
Okay, fantastic.
The next thing you know, you're on land, on the ground. The griffins stand before you. You awake. The one who was carrying Gorell and Flint says, "We've taken you to the Forsaken Pass as far as we can go. You are only about a day and a half away from Zaxaroth. However, we dare not go any closer.
Why?
We wish you luck. And they all fly away.
Asshole.
The girl's like, but wait, you didn't answer.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm gonna move back to the original
Did you have
map.
cool writing?
I didn't have any fucking music. Will dot player.
Oh wait, there it is. Gotta put the thumbs out.
Yeah. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Where are you guys? Here we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to move back to this map over here for those watching at home. So, you guys have landed
On
here.
a battle map. Oh, no. Phew,
No. No battle maps yet. I would like everybody to roll a perception check. I would like Swift Fox and Gold Moon to roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
25 for Swift Fox. And 24 for Goldman.
Yeah.
Nat 20. What?
No, he doesn't roll with advantage.
Oh, that's right.
So Zane is
Sorry,
still.
Curly.
He's still thinking about the ride over. That was really fucking cool. So, Swift Fox and Gold Moon, of course. Oh wait, which was the 16? Was that was Zane?
It was Zane, yeah.
Okay.
Zarek's still groggy.
Yeah. Zarek's still waking up from the trip. So Zane, Swift Fox, and Gold Moon notice smoke.
From
Dark smoke coming down from, to you, the left, but down south just a bit. And you see that Keishu is burning.
Swift Fox. Isn't that where you're from?
Yes. They're mobile people. They should be fine. Gomu, come.
We need to go. We need to go.
Yes.
My family is there. We need to go.
I'll grab her and I'll spin around and make her look at me and say, we are doing what we need to do.
Our
We cannot
people,
go back.
My people
The entire world
are there.
would probably succumb to the same thing if we do not finish what the gods.
She slaps you in the face.
Oh,
I was stoned a couple of weeks ago. That doesn't even phase me.
You don't take any damage. You don't
I take
any
it like a
damage.
champ, and I don't even. I try to pretend like I don't. Like
Gorell and Flint are like, ooh.
You have to come with us.
Our people could be dying.
Yes, and more could die too. You've heard. I mean, for crying out loud, we've been riding on griffins, seen the undead, met who knows what, gotten a magical staff, been led around by a white stag. We are following the right path now.
What is the world if everybody we know and love are dead?
It is a world that is still alive and holds the potential for new friends and family. If we go back now, we might not ever even have that chance. We must go forward.
Roll a perception check with advantage.
Perception?
I'm sorry, persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, I'm probably not very persuasive. No, I'm not bad either, but 19.
Ooh.
That was good. She doesn't say anything to you. She looks at the rest of the group and says, collects herself. And you can see, like, her eyes are watery and red. But she collects herself because she's the chieftain's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, we carry on with the mission. And she just walks forward.
I'll try and put my arm around her to comfort
She
her.
pushes you the fuck off.
And again,
I think everyone goes,
you know. I don't like her family, no way. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But,
By the way, your family also lives there. Just
Yeah, I
throwing
know.
it out there.
But I'm a cold-hearted bastard.
Yep.
So it's what attracted her to me.
All right. So you guys continue through the Forsaken Path,
Yes.
as it were,
Hey.
through the mountains. And it's a long slog through this area. And you do, after, let's see, about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, you make it through and get to swamplands. From there, based on what you know you need to go a little further north. Well, northeast. But you are moving through what is known to Zane, anyway, from his book learning and such, as the Cursed Lands of Nusi.
hey guys,
The
this is
reason
the
it's-
first time with Nusi.
The reason it's called Nusi is because before the Cataclysm, that sea didn't exist.
Nice.
But it does now. So you keep moving in a northeasterly direction. Anything particular you guys want to do?
Try and stay not as in the open as possible.
What do you mean by that? Because you're in a swamp.
Well, if
Oh, is
there's,
this a river? Sorry, go ahead.
well, I was just
There
thinking
is you're basically hugging the river right now. So the river's on your
Yeah.
east side. It's not super big. I mean, you feel like you can cross it fairly easily one way or the other.
What does legend tell me about these cursed lands?
Well, they're cursed because I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. They're cursed because the music for this should be Even Destruction. Yeah. You're absolutely right, although we do not have the rights for that song.
that would be pretty awesome, though.
That would be cool. So you know that the reason this is called the Cursed Lands is because, again, the new sea didn't exist before the Cataclysm, and these lands were farmlands prior to. So the
Right.
people who lived here lived, very well. They had plenty of food that they were able to harvest themselves. However, after the Cataclysm, all bets were off. Again, this, what used to be, forest and plains on the eastern side is now a fucking sea. And the lands that used to be, the rest of the lands that used to be farmlands up through the mountains are now swamps.
Well, I suggest that we need to hurry as much as possible. None of this looks familiar to me, right?
Huh. Roll a wisdom check.
A wisdom check? Okay.
Yeah.
Not a wisdom save. Here, I'll pull an Adam.
If save is better for you, then you know what? You go for it. We'll play.
It's not. So
I didn't think so.
Net 20!
Wow, you fucking nailed it!
Wow.
This is familiar to you. This is
Uh-oh.
the direction that you went. And you went through these very swamps. And you came at it from this very path.
Does it all come rushing back to me?
Not all of it, but a lot of it does. This is the direction you went when you found the blue crystal staff.
That's what I was thinking it was. Okay, so Swift Fox will stop in his tracks. And, like, you know, he gets a look on his face like he's shaking a little bit. And he looks around and goes, "This is where I got the staff from. My memories are starting to come back now.
What else do you remember?
This was the approach I took. And it's going to lead us to it's going to lead us to where the staff came from, for one.
You remember ruins?
There were ruins, and I think maybe something else. I'm thinking.
You remember...
I remember.
What you... Yeah, I'll tell you what you remember.
Okay, go ahead.
So you remember that it's about a day's travel north from where you are.
Which is on the way to Zakharoth.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's the exact direction that you want to go. Like, everything,
Yeah.
you know, what he's telling you, Zane, is where you know, or at least where you've read that Zakharoth
Right.
is.
And seen on the maps and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Thank you, George Bonfim, for following. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And basically, if you follow this river north, it will take you to these ruins. And most of it is rubble. You remember just a big empty area. You remember a building to the northeast. And you know that somewhere in that area was where you found the staff, although you can't... It's not even that you can't quite remember. Like, your mind is blocking you from remembering
Yeah, exactly.
what's going on, because what you remember is simply death with black wings.
Yeah, and that's the part. I'll tell him everything about this up to the end. And I go, now I really need to impress upon you that after I'd found the staff, something, death upon black wings is all I know how to explain it. It's all that my brain is able to concoct. But whatever that thing was, it basically killed me. And what I mean by that is I was at death's door, and that staff saved me. So when we go where we're going, there's going to be something there waiting for us.
And girls, like, do you mean, when you say death on black wings, do you mean like one big thing or a lot of things?
You don't know.
I don't know. I wish I could recall. But then again, maybe I don't. Maybe it's just, this is my own way of trying to protect myself from going insane.
Mm.
Death on black
Which doesn't
wings.
instill me with confidence going forward, but, well, there's more now than just me going in there, and we are equipped with powerful weapons. And he looks at the staff, and he looks over at Zane and goes, powerful weapons.
Well, there might be more relics of the bygone era where you got that staff from. It's definitely worth investigating.
And these voices I keep hearing about a conversation I didn't have with an old man says we need to go there.
Word on the street.
Yeah, right?
And Zakharoth is the destination we need to go.
You, in particular, Zane, want to go there more than anybody.
I know.
Now, this is just between you and I.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we should definitely check out these ruins if we could find them along the way. Maybe it'll give us another clue onto Swift Fox's memory losses and the nature of the staff that you have, where it came from, any clues we might get from there. Obviously, we should be worried and keep our eyes out for this death on black wings. But we can't let it deter us from our ultimate goal of getting to Zaxxaroth.
We can't, but I needed to tell you so that you all were knowledgeable of this so you could be aware.
It is directly on our way, so I don't see it as too much of a sidetrack that we can't investigate it.
And we continue on.
All right.
Yep.
You guys continue on through the swamp. It is not easy going. There are times where you can walk normally. There are other times where you take a step and you just sink in, sometimes ankle deep, sometimes knee deep, sometimes thigh deep.
And what about Flint?
Flint
Did he get
on your
chest
back?
Deep?
Yeah, there are times where he's gone
full master blaster.
Yeah, there are times where he gets in chest deep, but he's mumbling and grumbling. He's not having a good
stuff on my
time.
beard.
Yeah, his beard is soaked and covered in muck too. Whenever we get back up, and you continue like that for some time, and the more you make fun of him, the angrier he gets, and he's like, "I'll take the lead." And he just pushes past everybody and takes the lead.
Are we out of the swamp?
Oh, you're still in the swamp. You're going to be in the swamp for some time. Thank you, Nightheart Gaming, for raiding.
Hey, Frank,
with
what's
a party
happening?
of 29 for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Thanks for coming in, Frank.
Thank you. Sidewise, Sidwe. I don't remember how to pronounce that, but anyway. Good to see you. Lonely Yeti, good to see you.
That's a cool name.
That is a good name. Well, it's Lonely Yeti 0312, so there's 0311 others, which you would think would not make you so lonely. There's a whole group of you.
Unless all Yetis don't like each other.
Yeah. Evening, we saw some DragonLance. That's right, Nightheart Gaming. We got DragonLance right here on Wicked Studios LLC every Friday night, 9 p.m. Anyway, you guys continue through the swamp. Flint pushes his way in front of all of you. And, is leading the group. All of a sudden, there's a lot of water, and it's getting deeper and deeper. There are downed trees that go over some of the some of the watery areas in the and some of them are even in a relative distance to where you're going. And Gorell in particular, because you're keeping an eye out for the old guy.
Sure.
Notice he steps on this tree trunk, walks a couple of steps, slides off and disappears into the muck.
Oh, shit.
I knew it. This is where the NPC bites it.
Oh, shit.
There's 2 NPCs, by the way, including yours.
Shut up.
Both.
So girl sees this and immediately jumps over that log and tries to, or at least he's on the log and he reaches down into the muck with his arm to try to grab him and pull him up.
Swift Fox will run over to try and help as well.
As will Zarek.
All right, so roll a athletics check with advantage, Gorell.
Athletics. Where is that? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We know you don't know how to use these sheets on roll 20. There you go. Roll 17. Yeah, you find them. You pluck them out of the muck. As you do, ahead of you are a bunch of draconians.
I knew it!
Sons of bitches.
Circle R.
So as I pull him out of the muck and he's gasping for air, I go, look, just in time for a fight.
And with that, everybody roll initiative. But let me well, don't do that yet. I was just getting excited because I need to get you on the right map and I need to put on the fucking roll 20 thing. So it's not exactly.
Hey, Adam, do you have cool fighting draconian music?
You know what? Fuck you, Will DM. I mean, Will.play, whatever the fuck your name is. Give me a second and I'll have it.
For those who have been here through the entire episode, you'll understand that more.
There's no music. You can imagine in your own mind the music that I'd be playing if I were ready.
I've got the Jackson 5 stuck in my head. I don't think it's appropriate.
Not at all. That's too loud. Oh, there we go. There's the DragonLance We'll Be Right Back theme here. So we got that going for us.
There you go.
All right. So let's move ourselves to the right map. And where is it? I got too many maps. There we go. Oops, I got to move you guys there as well.
Nothing but confidence in you there, Adam.
This has to be easier to do. Yoink. There you go. So put yourselves on the map. We'll transition this so those of you watching at home can actually see what we're talking about.
Are we at the far south?
You're down here.
Okay.
Flint and Gorell are over here.
Zarek also.
Zarek is over in that area. Yep.
Yep, so is Swift Fox.
All right. Captain Morph says hell spells. That's about right, yeah. I'm gonna zoom this out a bit so you guys can see this a bit better.
Why can't I get these things on the map? Oh, there we go.
Can you hear it? I know.
Oh, nope, I can't. That's the Jackson 5 playing in my head.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a good song, man.
I hear somebody's music in the background.
Oh, can I shut off?
Yeah.
Good point. I'll stop that.
They won't shut us off, but they'll mute it.
Is this the right thing, or did you guys roll?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, let me get
not
rid of this. Yep, I did tell you not to, which is a good thing. Remove all turns. Clear. Okay, now you guys can click on your dude or dudes, as it were, and roll.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, for crying out loud!
313.
Yeah.
I can't roll for crap when it comes to this.
You still did better than they did, and they even had their dexterity bonus on there.
I mean, do they have like Bible verses for initiative or something?
Yes. They holding up signs. John 313. And that's when they get to go.
Goldman got an 11 at least.
It's just the two of them.
I can't find Flint's initiative. Oh, never mind.
There's a whole bunch of them out here.
Oh, I see them. Okay.
And there's two in the back that don't look like the others. I bet they have special abilities.
They've all got some sort of abilities, but yeah. Now it's 11:53. Do we want to do this fight, or do we want to wait for next time?
That's your. Well, I don't know. I'm good.
I'm gonna leave it up to the DM, but I'm good.
I mean, I'm good. Anybody else?
I'm good.
Keep going. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go through. We're gonna go past.
We're gonna
12
go
o'clock,
long.
guys. We're going. We got some free D. Not the rest of it was paid for, but we got free D&D now. It's like extra innings in a baseball game.
Woohoo!
Did everybody roll? I don't see Flint. I don't see Goldmoon.
What do you mean?
Gold
you don't
Moon's
see
on there.
Flint?
What are you
Oh,
talking
wait,
about?
there they are. I didn't have it up all the way. Let's move this over here so you guys can see it at home. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is. How did Zarek with a 13
Right?
win the initiative?
You
roll?
got it.
Everybody rolled like shit.
Yeah. You didn't put me up there. You didn't put Gorell up there.
Dude, I didn't put anybody up there. You're supposed to click on your dude. You're supposed to click
I did.
the thing.
It's
right
up
there.
there.
He's right here.
I mean, in the turn order. It's
Yeah,
not-
I did.
Oh,
Do it again. Do it again, and we'll put up whatever your original roll was.
Oh.
just make sure to click your token first.
Yeah.
All right, what were you originally?
Originally 12.
You're still second.
It's fine.
All right, 12. There we go. All right, Zarek, you are up.
Okay. So all the ones we see are on that little island area across the log bridge, right?
That's all you see, yeah.
Okay. So Zarek will run over to here and swipe at this one with a longsword.
Sure. Hits him.
All right.
Nice.
And damage would be 5 slashing.
Yeah. All right, he takes all of it.
Dun dun dun.
All right, it is now Gorell's turn.
Gorell's gonna run along the fallen tree, right at this guy at the end of the tree, with 2 hands on his warhammer.
Okay. Hits.
Woof.
I mean, it hits by some margin, too. Yeah, no doubt about that one.
Yeah. And damage.
Oh, man, you club that dude right in the face, and he takes it, and he looks a little
He's-
disoriented, but he's obviously still up.
He runs up and he's like, battle!
Yeah. Gold Moon.
She's staying put. I'm
Okay.
yelling out, "Stay there!"
Flint.
Flint.
Right now he's in the muck, which is half
Oh, wait.
movement.
No, I pulled him out.
Oh, you did. Fair
I
enough, you
should
did.
have. I pulled him out. So he's like on the tree bridge,
Okay.
and he'll run along and come up against this guy
Yeah.
next to me. Where's his weapons? There it is.
He's the NPC and has the most hit points. Smart.
I know, right?
Put him in the lead. Put him in the lead.
2-handed battle axe.
That's right. 19 hits for 13 slashing.
Wow.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Go.
He just cuts him right across the midsection right there. Yeah,
Love
that
it.
guy is hurting. Yeah. All right, and it is now anything else for Flint, or is it Curlifon's turn?
I think it's Curlifon's turn, yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Curlifon.
I use my bonus action to hide.
Oh yeah, you're nobody.
go.
Even
Guys,
Goldmoon,
over
who's standing
here.
behind you, doesn't see you. Yeah.
You guys, I'm hiding.
And even though they know it, they still can't see you.
Are these trees or bushes?
They're
or
bushes. It's swamp bushes of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and does the log how high? I mean, does it block the view of the guys on the other side?
No, it's not that high up. It's
Okay.
it's basically enough to act as a bridge, but that's about it.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be. I guess I'm hiding behind this bush.
Sure.
And I'm gonna shoot at this guy here.
Yeah. Okay. You got advantage. $25 hits for 15. Wow, yeah. You nail this guy right in the wing. Like, he turns to, like, attack Flint, hits him in the wing, and just tears right through it.
Nice.
And it's, like, close to the back, too. So you went through cartilage, and it was not fun for him.
Lovely.
He's still up, but it hurt.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's it for me.
Swift Fox.
All right, Swift Fox will move forward a tad and is going to shoot that guy right there.
I'm sorry, which guy were you hitting?
Uh,
You missed anyway, doesn't matter.
This guy.
You missed.
Zoom.
Not used to that bow.
Not yet.
All right, Zane.
Okay, Zane will use Magic Missile
All right.
on this one,
Yeah.
this one,
Yep.
and this one.
Yeah, all
Right,
three.
that's-
There you go.
that's the
1,
one
2,
that-
3.
That's the one that, the third one is the one that,
That Flint hit,
Flint-
yes.
Flint hit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good. All right, stand by. Now this, I just click on the damage for Magic Missile, right?
He hit Magic Missile. You may have to hit it 3 times. But
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 to the first, 4 to the second, and 3 to the third. Okay. They're all still up.
Okay.
2.
And then hang on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take one
Right back.
little step forward.
Sure. Remember, this is where Flint fell in this
Yep.
gook over here.
I kind of stepped over towards the log.
Yep, sure. All right, it is their turn. All right, so first we're gonna go top to bottom of these 4 right here, and let's see what we got. I'm gonna move this over. Sorry, folks, watching at home, and it's not opening, so I shouldn't have done that. We're gonna do it one more time. Where are they? Oh, there. All right, so first one attacks with a longsword. And that's for Flint, a 16 hit Flint. Chemchan,
Sorry. It's where is it? 16. Yeah, it's.
so that does. It's not giving me 8 slashing damage to Flint.
Oof.
Oh.
The second guy is also going to attack Flint with a longsword. And misses. That's a nat 1. So
Nice.
he just, he swings, throws his sword, drops into the muck. He is now swordless. That's not to say that he is not without attacks.
Right.
This dude next to Gorell is going to attack next with a longsword.
Give him disadvantage, please, from Zane using the Protector ability with his reaction.
Sure. Wow, and that's a nat 1.
Yeah.
So that one, he like basically he swings it. Gorell takes the who's doing that? Zarek is protecting him.
Zarek is giving him the shield.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is the Draconian attacks with the longsword. Gorell hits it just enough with his warhammer so it moves towards Zarek, who smashes it backwards with the shield.
Nice.
And that goes flying into the muck as well.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Now the guy next to Zarek is going to attack. Again with the longsword. Man. So Zarek then, as the other guy is attacking him with the longsword, takes the shield, smashes it down. I rolled 3 nat ones in a row, man.
Wow. Yes.
Well, 3 out of 4 anyway. Smashes that with the longsword, and that one goes clanking across the grass, and also falls into the muck. So
Right.
the 4 guys ahead of you, well, 3 of the 4 no longer have weapons.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Now this guy is going to come down here, and he's going to attack Gorell
Bring it.
with a longsword.
That one.
15 hit.
No. 15 does not hit.
Yeah, so you parry that with the warhammer.
And then can I use my repose? Since he missed?
Explain what that is.
Yeah, you
Probably.
can.
Yeah. When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against the creature.
Then hell yeah, you can.
Yeah. Now keep in mind too, when you do that, you get to add your superiority die, the D8, to your damage.
Yeah.
So do it as normal and then roll an extra D8.
Right. Okay. So
Because of course you're going to hit.
Yeah. Of course. All right. So yeah, I'm going to use my warhammer, my 2-handed warhammer.
All right. Oh, that hits.
Oh.
So
And
do
then
the
the,
damage and then an extra D8.
Okay. So damage.
6 plus.
Extra D8.
So 8 altogether. Yeah, so this guy comes rushing at you, goes to hit. Thank you. Oh, come on, man. Derpenscruben.
Yeah, you got it.
Derpenscruben.
Thanks for following.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! After Adam butchers your name.
John Smith would be much easier to pronounce.
But where is the fun in that?
There's no fun in that, I suppose. Exactly. But anyway, thank you. Derpshaban. Anyway, that guy comes up, swings at you, you hit it with the warhammer, and then swing back around and just club him right on the side for 8 points of damage. This dude is going to run up, yoink, and he's going to attack. He's going to attack Gorell too, because Gorell's doing a lot of damage to his friends.
Yes.
With a longsword. It misses. Again, you just parry that. Like, he comes in as you're swinging against, hitting the other guy on the side, and then bam, smack it up and knock the sword out of the way. Still in his hand, but just call him Derpin. Derpin is much easier. Thank you. I'm looking at chat again.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Concentrate on the game, Adam.
And I am. Now, this dude is going to shoot a short sword bow.
Short sword bow?
Yeah, at the wizard.
What
It's
exactly?
a bow that shoots short swords.
Did I say short sword bow?
Short sword bow. Yeah, that's why I'm a little perplexed here.
Isn't that a crossbow?
He shoots a short bow. Sorry, at the wizard.
Which guy shot me?
Up here.
Okay.
Guy on the left.
Yeah, for 2 points of slashing damage.
That'd be piercing.
It says
What-
slashing on here. I don't know why.
That's
Oh, wait, I
'cause
might have
you
hit the wrong thing.
Because you got a short sword bow, is why.
I got a
You
shield.
got
Hold on. I'm going to even re-roll that because I hit. It should be a longbow. I lied to you. By the way, you could have found a longbow in here. Let's see if that hits.
Not a
Nope, he
longsword
misses.
bow?
I'm gonna be. He misses you, but he shoots it at you. This dude up at the top here is going to. He's going to use the short bow, which I was planning on the other guy for using. Also against the wizard.
Uh-oh.
It fucking misses also. Just shoots it over your head. And that is it for my friends, the Draconians. It is now Zarek's turn.
All right. Zarek will swipe at the one that he hit the last time, which I believe is this one, correct?
I think so.
Okay. So, long sword coming at him.
That misses. He's able to just, he goes to swing. It doesn't quite get a good grasp on it. It sort of like knocks it away with his big dragon man hand.
Big, meaty dragon hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garel,
All right. Girl's going to go ham on this guy.
you got all sorts of guys in front of you right now.
Well, the same one I hit before.
So the original one down here? Or
Yes.
this one up
No,
here?
no. That one. Yes.
Okay.
That one.
Sure.
Original guy. Because why not?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. Warhammer. Nice.
That hits.
I'm assuming that hits. Yeah.
Yes, sir. For 5. He's
5.
still up. But
He's still up. All right. I'm going to
he-
use my. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, he just takes it. He takes it to the stomach, but he's he knocked the wind out a little bit, but he stands back up.
All right, and I'm going to use my action surge since I have more than one in front of me,
Yeah.
and swinging it at the one next to him that tried to attack.
So a different guy.
Different guy.
You missed
But
him.
it looks like I missed.
regardless. Yeah, you missed
Yeah.
it. He ducks out of the way.
Okay.
All right. Gold Moon.
Gold Moon is going to stay where she is. She's going to actually take cover back here in case they decide to start shooting at her
Sure.
behind the lawn.
Sure.
So,
So she'll be partially covered.
Yeah.
Flint. You got a few guys
Flint.
you can attack. Who are you gonna go for?
No, he's going to go for the same one that disarmed himself.
I think that was this guy over here, or it was
No,
this guy
the
up
one
here.
on top. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here you go. Two-handed battle axe.
7 misses. He
Yeah.
just dodges out of the way of that battle axe. No harm, no foul, and it is Curlithlon's turn.
Okay, I'll start off again by using a cunning action to hide.
Sure. Roll the stealth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody knows where the fuck you are. Yeah.
Where
Guys,
did
until
he
they-
run? Oh, guys, did he run away?
Yeah. So
And then
roll
I'm
with
gonna move.
advantage.
Can I go move up here then? And
This
can he
is
get the
going to
advantage?
be this is a very difficult terrain.
Okay.
it's muck.
Yeah.
So then I can't move that far that fast.
Yeah. So
In that case, I will
5,
just
10,
shoot
15.
again.
You could probably move to here but you'll be
Yeah.
like mostly covered in muck, like chest high.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot again. Same guy.
Which guy? That guy up there? Okay.
Yeah.
15 misses.
Oh,
Wait, you have advantage
Oh,
though
wait,
because
you
you're
have-
hidden.
I'll just roll it again.
Yep.
Give it a second.
That
Oh,
also
no.
misses.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same damage though. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, it doesn't matter though because it flew right by him.
Yep.
arrow flying to
Okay.
nowhere.
Swift
Fire
Fox.
him.
Okay, Swift Fox is going to shoot. Shit, he's going to shoot that guy. And he's not going to do sharpshooter this time. Nat. Boom.
Crit.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
hold on here. It's
gotta
so
roll.
he's going to do a sneak attack damage on this. So
Yeah.
how are we doing crits? We doing double?
You're doubling all of the dice.
All dice,
Okay.
right?
Including the sneak attack dice.
Okay. So if I do this here, it should automatically double it down here.
Yep.
And then I'll do the sneak attack dice.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
first crit in combat here, isn't it?
So and then here's the sneak attack dice.
All right, so you got 6. Wow.
15.
Oof.
Which guy were you hitting?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That guy right there. In between the two of them.
In between him, yeah.
Yep.
So,
So what happens? Paint us a word picture.
yeah, so you take this bow, and now this is a new bow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a magic centaur bow.
That's
which
right.
is already pretty cool. And now this is the first time, and besides the last time, you're just getting used to it. I mean, this is the first time in a long time you've been able to wield a bow. And now the first time you got a little excited, you were a little off center, you missed. This one, you lock right in, let it go, and it just flies right in between Gorell and Zarek, right into the dude's head. As soon as the arrow pokes out the back of his head, he turns to stone.
I know. It's like, God damn it, there goes an arrow I can't get back.
And he looked super surprised.
And it's captured in stone. That's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. He's
Right?
Grell's like, valiant monument. I love it.
And it is Zane's turn. You're up.
All right. Zane is going to go across the log to
Okay.
right here. And then he's going to do a little burning hands on all these dudes.
There you go.
Do it.
All these dudes.
Oh, wait a
right
minute.
there.
Am I going to be in the way? Am I in the
You
way?
will,
here?
but I don't care because I can make 2 of you immune.
Wow.
So-
Awesome.
I'm going to try and hit these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure. Let's see what you
Okay.
got.
So they need to do a dex save of a difficulty
17 at least.
17, I think. No, 15. 15. DC 15.
Dex 15.
Dex 15, yes.
First one, we're going bottom to top. 16.
Okay.
Nat 1 for a 2
Nice.
altogether. 8.
That gets double damage.
Yeah. And a 9. So the first one makes the save, and the next 3 do not.
So the first one takes 7 damage, and the others take 14.
Now this is the first one, yes?
Yep.
So 7 here. He does not look good. And 14 for the other ones, yeah?
14 for the other ones.
Boom. He's still up. Although not looking great. And this guy... Thank you, SideQuest Live, for following Wicked Studios and DragonLance. Huzzah!
Ah, that's a cool name. SideQuest Live.
That is,
I
and
like
it's
that.
easy for me to say.
And then
Yes,
I'm
it is.
most importantly. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zane comes silent, because he's wearing like little like slippers and shit. Like he's not even... so he's padding across the down tree that's you're using as a bridge, comes in between Zarek and Gorell, and all this flame just comes from his hands, and it just shoots out from his fingers, killing 2 of them instantly as they turn to like this blackened stone, and the other one takes the fire and just and looks even angrier. And it is now their turn. So we'll start top to bottom. The top guy is going to attack Flint. He's the only one with a longsword left.
Nice.
14 hit.
14 can't hit Flint. Come on.
No, it doesn't.
All right, yeah, Flint. Just parries that with his battle axe, and he's cool. This guy is going to attempt a claw attack on Garel, and then a bite. The claw is a 20 that hits for 3 slashing.
Yeah.
And then he goes in for a bite. 10 misses. So you're able to... Basically, he comes in for the bite, and you just grab him by the muzzle and push him back. And this guy down here is going to do the same to Zarek.
Bring it on.
Claw first. And misses Zarek, just parries with that shield. And the bite. Also, like he's coming in with the claw. Zarek just pops it up with the shield. He comes in for the bite. Zarek sees it and just smashes him in the face with the shield, knocking him backwards a little bit. This guy up here is right here, for those of you who can't see, is going to shoot the wizard.
No.
We're going to shoot the wizard with the wonderful longbow of Oz. 21, I'm assuming hits.
Yeah, it does.
And that is 8 piercing.
Okay.
My friend over here is also going to shoot the wizard. Whoops, I rolled the wrong button. I rolled an initiative. Although he nailed the fucking initiative there, but that's not what we want. Short bow, that's better. 22.
That hits
Ooh,
too.
jeez.
Another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is it for the Draconians. Zarek's turn.
And by doing math. Okay, cool. Alrighty, Zarek will that's too late. Okay, never mind. Zarek will attack this. He's gonna smash this one
Okay.
with his shield.
Can you use the shield as a weapon?
I don't know. Can you?
I think you have to have a
He's
special
been.
skill for that.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
If he's,
So
he's
then-
better off using his sword.
Yeah. Okay. He'll use the sword then to smash into it.
That's a miss. Now he can use the flat end of his sword and do
Right.
slashing damage if you would like.
I'm looking to not have to get it stuck
Yeah.
in them and have
So
them
that would
die.
be just say non-slashing damage, and we'll work
Okay.
that part out. But right, he missed anyway.
All right. So I think. Hang on.
Okay.
I want to look at something quick. Yeah, he's going to action surge
Sure.
and take another attack.
All right.
Where are you? Action surge. With the flat of the sword.
Oh, that nailed him in the
Bang.
head. Yeah.
Nice.
And 4 damage.
Oof. It hurt. He's reeling. Still up.
Okay.
But that rang his bell. Garel,
All right.
you got a warhammer.
I got the 2-handed warhammer. Let's do this.
How'd you get that warhammer?
Oh, there's a story. There's a story. But now is not the time.
Oh
Come on.
yeah,
That
double
hits.
19.
Yeah.
Well, bang.
Not quite enough.
Oh,
Again, you nail him in the chest, and he's wheezing, and he's hunched over. But then he looks up at you, and he's ready to attack again.
I go, oh, you want some air? And I hit him in the gut.
Gold Moon.
Okay, Gold Moon gets up, runs over, She goes, I hope I can get this to work. And she's going to try and heal him with the staff.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, does she need to roll that wisdom thing again, or
She just needs to roll whatever the cure wounds or whatever, and use a what do you call it, a charge or whatever, how many charges it is.
charge
the
on the staff? Okay,
Right.
all right. So let me just see something here right quick. Okay, so each level is a charge. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. These aren't alphabetical. Here it is. Okay. Oh, what happened there?
One level fine because it ate the first attack ate false life. So
Oh, I think I know why. There we go. Let's try this. Oh, there it is. Submit. Okay, 8 points of healing.
Nothing
Alright.
happens. Nothing happens.
nothing happens.
Nope.
Oh man!
Not to you, it doesn't.
Right? Yikes!
Does a light or anything go off or nothing?
Nope, nothing.
Damn it, woman! I thought you knew how to use them. I know she doesn't know how to do it because the last time she hit me in the head a couple of times. Bang, bang. All right, enough.
Right.
Thank you, Ted Cryfield, for following. Huzzah!
Thanks, Ted.
That was a lame huzzah, you guys. Come on.
All right, let's give another one. Ready?
Huzzah!
Ah,
There we
Slightly better. We'll take it. That's for you, Ted. All right.
So, oh, Flint.
Flint.
All right. Two-handed battle
You
axe.
took that charge off, though, yeah, Swift Fox?
I did now.
Okay. Because it did use up a charge.
Lame.
All right. So Flint's attacking the one to his right here.
The guy over here next to you?
No. The other one.
Oh, the
Who's
other
right?
right. That's the left.
One
Yeah,
out of
sorry.
the-
Yeah, I got you. I'm working it out. Hold on. How do we do this? One looks like an L.
Does 11 hit?
11 misses. So he
Damn.
swings again. The guy dodges out of the way. Curlithlon, you're up.
Well, I was
Still
thinking
have-
about crossing the log this time, but it looks like it's a bit of a traffic jam on there. So
Yeah, you
I'm
got
not
a
gonna
cool
do that.
sword you haven't used yet.
I know, but I also don't want to get my cool sword stuck in a draconian. So
That's fair also.
Right?
yeah.
You do
so-
know, even though you weren't here last time, your character was. After a couple of minutes, they disintegrate into dust.
Oh, sure, but that's only useful if that's the last one on the field.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah.
So same thing again. Bonus action to hide, and then
Yep, you're
shooting
hidden.
at this guy.
All right, with advantage.
Yep, let me actually put that on this. 16.
Just misses.
Oof.
Ooh.
He's able.
This
to
guy's
just,
lucky.
It just clanks off of his armor as he turns to dodge out of the way. Swift Fox,
Okay, Swift Fox moves forward, and
you were
as he
super
does,
close. You felt if you did one more better.
Yeah, I got you.
as Swift Fox goes moving forward, he goes, "I told you to stay behind." And he's telling Golden Moon that he's going to come and stand in front of.
That was really close to Mr. T right there, that accent.
Yeah.
I told you to stay behind, fool!
No, you'll know when I do my Mr. T.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
And he goes and he stands.
What's your problem? Ugh.
He goes and he stands in front of Zane so that he can provide him with cover.
Sure.
So, like, if they try to shoot at him again, he'll be in the way.
Okay.
And then he's going to pop cap in that guy right there to free up.
Yeah, so that you stand in front of Zane and just lean around Gorell, shoot a bow.
Yep. It's like, talking's pretty much free, right? Because after I
Sure, you can talk.
break Gold Moon, I go, and as
Yeah.
I'm shooting, I'm telling Gorell, when this one goes down, charge those ones on the hill. 17.
Just hits.
Okay, so hold on. So here's that damage, and then here's the sneak attack.
You don't need it.
I want to roll it, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, it goes right into his chest, and you hear, "Oh fuck!" And then he turns to stone and falls over backwards.
Okay, that's it.
Zane.
All right. Zane will use a magic missile on this one,
Sure.
this one.
Okay.
Actually, 2 on that one,
Yeah.
and then 1 on this guy.
Got it.
Good.
So first
So
one.
first one on the guy below.
Yep. Stand by.
Houston, we have an incoming magic missile.
I'm sorry, Houston. Did you say magic missile?
We got a magic missile.
Wow, just enough to take that one down.
Nice.
Second 2.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Oops, hold on. We gotta move this out of the way.
Did the third one go off?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you got a max and a minimum.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, it's still 7 points. That hits. Yeah. First guy immediately goes down, turns to stone as he falls over backwards.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Jason Mock, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Ah,
And it is their turn now.
I'm gonna
He
move.
left.
I'm gonna move back a little too, but hang on one second. I'm just
Sure.
doing some bookkeeping.
Okay. You take your time.
All right. So I will go right over here.
Cool. All right. We're
I
starting with
was
this.
providing cover for you, man.
And now Gold Moon is.
Yeah.
I know.
That is awesome. That guy up at the top is going to attack Flint. $15 hit Flint. I think that might be his AC, right?
Yeah, it does.
So that's 8 slashing to the dwarf.
Oh, another 8.
So he just
Okay.
comes down right across his chest. This guy over here is going to shoot his longbow at the wizard again, and misses.
Yeah.
It goes right, very close to Gold Moon. Just flies right past.
Tell her, please be careful.
And the guy up here, 10, 15, he disappears.
Yeah, I knew it.
Guys,
Off
he's
this-
running away.
Off off this-
Where did you come from?
Yeah, you don't see him. You just hear him. You hear a noise like the bush rustles a little,
Hey guys, the bushes are saying he's getting away.
and he runs away 60 feet.
I can still see him.
And Zarek, well, yeah, he's not actually over there. He's up above.
All right. Zarek will go here. Boop. And attack this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Bam.
That misses.
Well,
Let
fine.
me just double check. Yep, just misses.
Well, fine.
And Garel, you are up.
All right. Garel is going to leap over
The carcasses.
Flint and attack that guy.
Sure, yeah, you just jump right over him, no problem, yeah.
I mean, come on, he's half my size.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's a big hit, yeah.
And he's going, battle!
Yo, yeah. You knock him the fuck out.
That'll do it.
Oh, why is that not working? Because I put it on you. Hold on. Oh, now I gotta move that. There we go. Boom. Yeah, you take that motherfucker's head off. And as it's flying, it turns to stone. As does the body, and you just hear clump, 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 sploosh.
And that's how you do it, old man. He says to Flint.
He just gives you a wink. Gold Moon.
You're not the boss of me. She goes and she jumps down. It's like she's gonna try again to heal. Now she's gonna try and heal Flint.
Okay.
Nice.
Go for it.
Okay. And do I just
Same thing
roll?
with the roll the whatever it is. Take the charges off.
Okay, she's just gonna. Oops. 9.
That's 9 healing points that Flint's get back.
Awesome.
Oh, I starting to see what's going on here.
The staff may not like my friend Zane over there.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
That's all right.
And then Goldmoon just shoots Swift Fox a dirty look when it works.
I got it that time, motherfucker.
Mhm.
All right. Flint's turn.
Let's see. Oh, it's just that one big guy left?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all that's on the map.
All right.
Yeah, because that other guy took off.
All right. So he's from where he is. He's gonna try to throw his dagger at him
Okay.
because he doesn't want to waste an axe.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
I want Zarek to make a dexterity save.
Oh.
can I have advantage because I have a shield?
Nope.
Okay, I had to ask.
It was a good ask.
There you go.
On behalf of KD, I say thank you.
There you go.
That makes
16.
it. Yeah, he just dodges out of the way. The dagger comes flying toward him, but he's able to move out of the way and falls
Just
into the
bing.
and
What are you
falls
doing?
into the marsh. To be fair, whoever saw a dwarf throw a dagger with any accuracy? Come on. Curlithlon.
Right. So that the one who ran away, you said he moved 60 feet, right?
He's up in this direction though. He's not actually here. I just moved him to the side there.
Okay, but if I were to, use my extra bonus dash action and double move, then I could catch him
Yeah, you could.
this round.
You
Okay,
could.
and I do
Nice.
that.
Sure.
Woo!
So, and that's it. So you're right next to him now. He's running and you're chasing him. You're right
Okay.
behind him. Swift Fox. All of a sudden, you guys, by the way, all of a sudden, like right past, out of nowhere, because you guys have no idea where the fuck this dude is. You haven't seen him since Flint fell into the muck. Now, and it just like this brush of air pushes past Zane. Zane almost falls off the log, but is able to compose himself. Goes right past everybody else. I'm not even going to make the Draconian get a attack of opportunity because he doesn't know what the fuck is happening either. All of a sudden, this flash of half elf comes flying by him. He's like, "What the fuck was? Okay, all right." And there you go. You're past everybody.
All right.
You're like Usain Bolt. Now it is Swift Fox's turn.
Swift Fox is gonna put an arrow in the last guy there. 27.
Hits.
Nice.
4. Hold on. Okay. 15 points.
All right, he's still up.
He's still up.
Yeah.
All right. Zane will use Chill Touch.
All right.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that hits.
For 14 points of damage.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, he.
Well, what happens to him when he dies?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh, that's disappointing. So, all of a sudden, this burst of cold hits this draconian, and it freezes him for a moment, and then he just crumbles to dust, leaving a skeleton behind.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cool.
But all his stuff's still there, right?
Sure. He doesn't blow up. He doesn't. He doesn't turn into
Like
rock.
the arrows.
Right?
Yes, you will be able
Yeah,
to
all
find
the arrows.
half of your arrows that you shot at that one particular guy. Any
Oh,
arrow
he
you
has
shot
arrows.
at the other guy is fucked up.
But he was also using arrows
Yeah,
himself.
he has his own.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he
got
does
his
have.
own.
You're right. I'm sorry. He does have his own. Yes.
Yep, that's what we're gonna look to
Got it. I see where you're
scavenge.
going with this.
Be Phil from.
Fair enough. All right.
So with that,
Zane.
I'm going to move. Hang on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here.
Okay. Now it is their turn. I'm gonna move just for fun here. We're gonna move down here.
Oh, hey. Wow, this map just connects to the other side.
It's like the secret of Monkey Island. It's all the same map. So it's a swamp. It all looks the same. So you guys are down here. Hold on. I gotta get rid of him. He is going to... He has a short bow in his hand, so you're only going to get one attack. But it's going to be a bite. And he's dropping his short bow as he does it. Did that work? No. There we go. These guys suck at rolling as much as I do when I'm playing a character.
That's good for us.
Yeah. So he goes to bite you, but because you're super fucking fast. So he goes to bite you. You just dodge out of the way.
Yeah, nope.
And it is Zarek's turn.
Can Zarek give chase?
He can. He won't be able to attack this time, but he'll be able to get over there.
Let's do it. I'll get right over there.
Sure. So just put him over here next to Kurlithlon. And then Garel is up. Keep going down.
Yep.
All right, that's fine. Garel.
Well, he's not going to catch up to those guys.
If you ran full speed, you could get over to that area.
No, I'm not worried about it.
They'll handle it.
I'm really not worried about it. So he's just going to go around, start smashing these
The
stone
statues.
statues. As long as he knows they're going to go to dust, so he needs to do this quickly.
All right. Yeah. He gets 3 of them down easily. The other 2, just turn to dust before he's able to get there.
Curses.
Oh, wait a minute. That big guy, you said his skeleton is behind? Left
Sure
behind?
is. Just lying there on the ground.
I'm going to go over there and take the skull
There you go.
and just
Yeah.
kind of dust it off. As a
Sure you
trophy.
do. Yeah, now you've got a draconian skull.
Draconian skull.
Make a helmet out of it.
We're going to put it on my shoulder. It's like a shoulder.
Nice pauldron up there.
Yes.
All right. Gold Moon.
Gold Moon is going to heal Flint again.
Okay.
Awesome.
For
7 points of healing.
Nice.
And that, I think that brings him up. Quick addition here. Yeah, that brings him back up to full health.
All right.
Cool.
He's feeling pretty good. And now it's Flint's turn.
And he's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's like the first time you ever hear him say anything nice.
You gotta do anything.
And, you know, you could do better than that guy. You know that, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, so he basically talks
Enjoy that.
out of marrying Swiftfoot.
Enjoy that heel. That's the last time she's going to Flint.
Or is it?
Or
Yeah.
that's
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
All right. Anything else he's gonna do, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Curly, you got a draconian in your sights right next to you now.
Right. I can finally use my sword.
Sure can.
Yeah. All right, sucker. Taste my bright blade. 17? No, I didn't know. 11. I don't have advantage.
You don't have advantage for any reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're too busy looking at bright blade.
Oh, come on!
It's bright.
Yeah.
Use this thing.
Yeah, I saw it in practice. You gotta drop a bow, you gotta pull out the sword, you gotta swing with the sword. Yeah,
It didn't
no.
work very well.
So you miss. Swift Fox.
All right.
As a bonus action, I will dash over
So you
And
can
then
make
I-
your way over to these guys.
so I can still fire and shoot. And I will shoot him with my longbow. 27
Ooh, that hits.
for 9, and hold on.
Wait for it. Sneak attack damage coming. 12 altogether. You're
12,
still
12
up.
altogether.
But that did a lot of damage.
And that's it.
Zane.
Zane will use Chill Touch on them with a nice 120-foot range.
Yeah, he does.
Woo-hoo.
Although, is that a attack roll?
It is.
Because he's right behind. He's kind of covered here.
What he's
so-
saying is don't fumble.
Yeah,
So can I step to the side a little bit? Like,
you can
Use
try to
my-
angle it, but it's going to be
Yeah.
tough. It's a tough shot from that distance. All
well, I
I'm
can
saying.
use a move action to move, like,
Yep.
and then use my attack action.
Sure.
Afterwards.
If you move over to this side, you'll be okay.
Like where?
So basically, you're going to move to your left so that these two are out of your way.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Hang
What
on,
you got?
I'll go like over here.
Other direct. I meant to your right. God damn it! What the fuck is wrong with me today?
So over here. And
That's
then
What
kind
do
of-
you mean today?
Oh.
I mean, today I usually know my right and my left. I usually have other problems throughout the rest of the week. All right, what you got?
Shield touch.
How does that work?
Hang on.
You got to hit with them, right?
Yeah. I hit the wrong one. There we go.
That misses.
Okie dokie.
Go shooting past, and now it's their turn, or I should say his turn. He is going to use a short sword and a bite. He's going to use the short sword against Zarek.
Okay.
24 for 5 slashing.
Okay.
And he's going to bite Curly, or
Give
attempt
him-
to.
Give him disadvantage, please.
You are so lucky, Curly, that there's disadvantage, because that was a crit.
Ooh,
on the
Yeah.
first one. And if there's one thing you don't want, is this motherfucker biting you. The other is a 10, which misses.
Yes.
So Zarek,
Thank
at
you
the
very
last
much.
minute, as it comes in for the bite, after taking the shot right to the stomach, comes in with his shield right in front of you as he comes down, and he bites down on the metal of the shield.
Yo, Zarek's a hero.
Zarek is a
He is a goddamn hero.
All right, it is Zarek's turn now. Let's see what the goddamn hero can do.
All right, he's gonna slash
Take it out.
away at this dude. Hang on, let's get that up. Where are you? Long sword him
That hits.
Bang.
and 10 points of damage.
He is dead.
Nice.
Now, that being
Uh-oh.
said,
Back away.
well,
Run away! Run
you
away!
can't really do that, unfortunately, before Um,
Something go boom.
both of you, Curly and Zarek, make a dexterity saving throw.
You know, one more level and I have uncanny dodge. One more.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh,
Curly will take 3 points, and Zarek will take 6 points of damage
All right.
as he
Oh,
turns to acid, a pool of acid in front of you.
ooh.
Lovely.
Get the arrows!
The arrows disappear, and so does the bow into a pool of acid. And they are now dead, and we are out of initiative.
Dun, dun,
All
dun.
right.
And that's where we will end it for tonight.
Nice.
Excellent.
So, nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yay.
everybody for watching here. Wicked Studios presents DragonLance,
There it is.
Dragons of Despair, Part 4. We're going to go into Part 5 next time, where we may get into Zach Saroth.
Yeah.
Or they may
Right.
fuck up and die.
Nice. Either way.
You never know.
One of the two. So anyway, so for Gaz, Kemchan, Will, and Jason, and KD, who's not here, I'm Adam. Check us out Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. right here for Greyhawk Adventures. Wednesday nights, hopefully, right here for Sector 1. And then, of course, every Friday night right here at 9 p.m. for DragonLance. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Stay safe out there, motherfuckers. We don't want you getting sick. And on that, we are out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.